of that trial. When we pick them up, we're having a look at the horse that's in front. It's Oscar. In fact, that's not the right trial. That's Idle Bones, so we won't show you that. We'll show you that a little bit later on. That's Idle Bones in front in its trial at Franklin last week, and it goes on to win that trial. But the trial we're going to show is It's Oscar, winning the Pukekohe trials last Wednesday, quite impressively beating Takoka Breeze and also Lofty there. It's come up a $2.10 quote at the moment on the fixed odds, 3.30. What we might do before we play that trial and is catch up with stable rep Tremaine Thorby and get his thoughts about It's Oscar. Tremaine, thanks for your time tonight. Stable's got a big team in. Let's talk about It's Oscar, a newcomer to your team. Hasn't raced for an awful long time, but on his trial performance, he looks pretty much ready to go.
He does look ready to go, Craig, and he's a lovely big horse. He's definitely one of the follow in the next few weeks.
Tony Cameron takes the drive tonight, of course, stable rep, and a horse that he has driven at the workouts and trials, so that'll be a big advantage tonight.
I think it is, and he's been doing a lot of work with him at home. Like I say, horse is fresh up, been off the scene for a long time, but a horse with a lot of ability.
Yeah, he's obviously had a few problems. He is a rising 7-year-old, and he's only had 11 starts, including 2 wins. Tony Cameron did drive in that workout, so he knows the horse quite well, and going through the parade ring tonight, man, he looked good at Oscar. So, son of Sundon, be interesting to see how he gets around right-handed. His workouts at Franklin obviously have been good, but it's a different thing at Alexandra Park under race day conditions. We may have to go back a race here, race 1. We've got no vet on track at the moment, Ryan, so we'll just keep you updated, but the horse on screen at the moment is the favourite at $2.10. It's Oscar. Second favourite is runner number 8, Makarua Jake, trained by the Wallace and Hackett team. Matt Anderson takes the drive. Of course, Matt doing a lot of work with the All-Star stable and very good junior driver in his own right. Makarua Jake racing nicely. Second 2 starts ago was at the park behind Djokovic. Last start 4th behind Dead Cat Bounce. So for me, it's 6 to beat 8. Brookside Colt, trained and driven by Jack McKinnon tonight. Runner number 5 is your third favourite. Second at the park 2 weeks ago behind Terrace Gover, and then took no part from a stand last start behind Dead Cat Bounce. 2,200 suits off the front. Remember, this is only 2,200, not 2,700 metres, so manners are the key here. Definite include number 5, Brookside Colt. And that's not a good sign, Ryan. The horses are coming off the track, so I would suggest there is a major delay for race number 1. No vet on track at the moment. I might throw back to you and we'll get an update on what's going to unfold in the next 20 minutes. But at this stage, well, I can tell you, no vet on track, and we may go back 1 race.
Thanks, Craig. No luck there, but we do know just how bad the traffic in the city can be, and I can only assume that that may be something to do with it. The southern motorway can get very clogged up at times. One accident can just lead to absolute gridlock, and perhaps that might be the case at Alexandra Park. But no vet on track at this stage, so we will await and just get an ETA on that vet, and as soon as I know, you will know here at TAB Trackside 1. 8 minutes out from race 7 at the Addington Greyhounds. This appears as though it will be our next. Arctic Action is our current favourite. It's been very good. It's won 6 from 9, and the time 2 starts ago over the 5:20, 30.11 was exceptional. Went down to Forbury Park on the 21st of September after that run here at Addington and just blazed them. $2.10 it paid that day, $1.70 2 starts back at Addington. I think the best course of action here, if you like this greyhound, is probably to get on the $1.70 now. I don't think that the $2 price will last very long. $2.10 and money back the place. Only $700 in this win pool currently. It does look like a very nice chance here in the Carroll's TAB Stakes. Trev's best bet today, you've just got to wait until race number 9. Number 8, Wheelchair Norm. Now, have a look and see what it's paying in the 9th, the first leg of the second quaddie. Wheelchair Norm in regards to that particular race. It's a wee look-see for it. I just can't get those odds up right at this. There it is, 280 for World Chair Norm. It's actually in race 8. Race 8, number 3, 280 for Trev's best of the day. The feature at Addington, it's a ripper. I wonder if we can have a sneaky look at the market for race 11 between Dream Collector and Dinah Vickers. We've got time. Dream Collector, $2.80. Dinah Vickers, $1.80. Third leg of the quaddie, and it's just a cracking lineup. Dinah Vickers, so good from the outside traps. A winner of 20 from 32 starts. Dream Collector in super form. How good has it been watching this greyhound go and win those distance races? Back to the 520 here, and these two greyhounds for me, two of my most favourite greyhounds to watch, and to see them line up against each other. Dream Collector with an inside draw, Dinah Vickers out wide, will certainly make this very interesting. Trev, let's have a look at this race, the Christchurch Casino Stakes. It's an excellent race, and Dinah Vickers at $1.80. I'm leaning towards Dream Collector purely because 4 in a row, it's in very good form. I guess it could be, as you mentioned earlier, a matter of who finds the front first.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, that's the way I'm looking at it. Box number 2 for Dream Collector doesn't altogether suit, because as we know, he's a bit slow early, then he'll be looking for luck, whereas Dinah Vickers up on the outside now, his box 8 record's reasonably good. 4 starts from box 8 for 2 wins and a placing, but I'm just picking that Dinah Vickers has got the draw to scoot round the outside, and he might be zooming around them into the lead when Dream Collector's still looking for a run, and we know that Dinah Vickers is just so strong, and if it can get to the front, it's going to take all sorts of stopping. But Dream Collector, on the other hand, if it does make a good beginning and Dream Collector's slow, well, then it might just turn into custard for Dinah Vickers, because Dream Collector, as we know, he's got a tremendous finish, hasn't he? And the winner of 23 at 33 here at Addington, Ryan, that's the key, isn't it, for Dream Collector? He knows his way around this track. Had it been any other track, I would have been all over Dinah Vickers like a rash, but not on this track. I've got too much respect for Dream Collector.
Trev, what do you think about that price around no mention? That's the real value for the place, I feel. You can take the bookies on at $4.50. The greyhound gets box 1 for only its third occasion, and 2 starts for 2 placings. We know it looks a race in 2 on paper, but we're going to pay 3 place divvies here, and you're probably going to get overs if you can find that third greyhound, and I'm just leaning towards no mention in that particular race. Your thoughts there?
Yeah, well, that's a nice price. I've rated it 4th, no mention. I went 8 to beat 2, 6 and 1. So I put Trust Issues 3rd. Trust Issues a good strong dog too. Remember, of course, it was racing the Dream Collectors and that over the 645. So, he's a good dog too, Trust Issues. Hadn't got the best of draws, but he can run some time. This dog.
Okay, let's focus in now on the first leg of the Place 6, our very next here, the 7th, the Carroll's TAB Stakes for the C3s. Kicks off a double and a treble and Place 6, so lots and lots of options for you to have a look at. We're going to highlight a greyhound here, Opawa. No, we don't. We're not going to highlight one. My apologies. We aren't going to highlight anything in this particular race. I'll tell you what, if I was going to highlight one here, I'd be highlighting Arctic Action or Lagoon Twist. Arctic Action last time at Forbury Park in C1 to C2 was very good. It also pinged away prior. It does step up here, but at the track it's had 5 goes for 3 wins, Arctic Action, so it ticks a couple of boxes. $1.70. I'm surprised to see the tote price not crunching in more. Maybe it's that reason that it's stepping up from C1 and 2 up to C3 outright here today that has put the punters off slightly. Lagoon Twist to its inside number 1, $7.50 and $2.80 for a greyhound that's doing the same thing, up from C1 to C2 to outright Class 3 today. No Hero has been racing in much stronger fields. Number 7, 760 and 260. If you're after a downgrader here or something that will find it easier, number 7 is the greyhound to back. No Hero, 760 and $2.60. Jesse Surfs was a nice winner in C3 Company last time. Box 8 goes okay too. Suited to the wide trap, and last start did win at Alexandra Park in Invercargill. Prior to that was second here at Addington from box number 5, Jesse Surfs. Certainly adds to the puzzle. Now we start to see the money come for Arctic Action. A winner of 4 of its last 5 can just hang away and put itself right in this race. It'll have to run all the way though, over 520 metres in C3 Company. Trev, back to you, 90 seconds out from the 7th.
Yeah, one way to play the place 6 tonight. I think there's 4 potential anchors going through this place 6 in the first 4 legs, and you may just have to take both Dinah Vickers and Dream Collector, and you can do that if you take 4 anchors early. And Arctic Action looks the one for mine, especially from box 2. Obviously, Jesse Surfs running out noms after winning at Invercargill on Tuesday. But look, Arctic Action looks a dead set anchor for mine. My bet of the day lining up in race 8, Wheelchair Norm. I've got that anchored. The third of the anchors is Hugo Flash. We talked about it earlier. I think it's just a grading special. A grading special. Was second in a Class 5 race on Tuesday. That was down at Invercargill. Monday, I should say. Monday. And now it's gone back to a Class 3 and 4. So despite the box draw, I think Hugo Flash is a grading special. The obvious danger there is Chipolata, but I'll be prepared to anchor Hugo Flash. Remember, of course, they've only got to be 1, 2 or 3. Paper Bond in sparkling form at the moment. Karamas has been late scratched there, so he's got a vacant box outside him. Paper Bond, he'll have too much early speed, I think. That and Smash That, look, the 2 for mine, but Paper Bond a potential anchor. As I said, you can take both Dinah Vickers and Dream Collector in leg 5 and give yourself a good little spread in the last. I think that's the hardest. I've got 6 of them, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and if you're still live going into that last leg, you'll be hoping to get the play 6 3 times. So in other words, it's only $12 for a full unit, $12 for a full unit. If the play 6 pays $15, you've got it 3 times, so you've got $45 back for your $12. Could pay more, could pay 30, could pay 40, who knows, depending what comes in the last event. But 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, and if you can go into the play 6, still live with 100%. Or remember, of course, you've got both Dream Collector and Dinah Vickers in that second to last one, so you might go in with 200%. But yeah, that's the way I'd probably play the play 6. They're loading up here anyway for the running of this one, and this over the 520, the Carroll's TAB Stakes. First of play 6. Last couple are in. The green light is through. Lure roll. Here we go. Set, ready. Racing. Best out, no laps. Arctic Action's got the rail quickly though, and it's dashed through to the front. There followed No Hero. Round the outside, Jesse Surfs about 3 lengths away. Lagoon Twist. Brasseur de Rive was next. There followed by Lagoon Mai Tai. And making up a bit of ground on the rail is another message. But away goes Arctic Action. First favourite home in the play 6. It's out by 6 lengths. Turning for home. Getting right away here. Arctic Action well clear and will score nicely. Second, Jesse Surfs. They were followed by getting up the third there. We've got through the middle. We've got No Hero, then over on the outside, No Laps, a little gap there to Brasseur de Rive, then Lagoon Mai Tai, well back there towards the tail, another message, and that would have been one of the last there with Lagoon Twist. This is bolted in. The winner here, number 2, Arctic Action's closed off at $1.50 a dollar, and that just drove through on the inside after about 50 metres. Hit the front, opened them up down the back and swung the corner with about a 6 or 8 lengths lead, and it's bolted in. Arctic Action the winner. Now second will be Jesse Surfs, running at Noms from Invercargill on Monday. He's run a good race. And No Hero third, 7. The winner, Arctic Action, a brindle dog by Kinloch Bray at a cheeky Bonnie, raced by TJ Keynes and trained by Jen and David Fahey at Belken. Here's Pete with the official wrap, first of place 6, race 7.
The result of the 7th, the Carroll's TAB Stakes, 2, 8, 7, 3, 1, 6, 5, 4. Winner, number 2, Arctic Action. Second, number 8, Jesse Surfs. Third, 7, No Hero. In the 4th placing, number 3, No Laps. The winning time is 30.26. The sectionals, 5.87, 18 seconds exactly, 12.26. The margins, 5.5 lengths, 3 1/4 lengths, half a head. Race 7, number 2, Arctic Action, 30.26 the winning time.
Smashed them. $1.50 and $1. Jesse Surfs $1.90. No Hero $2.10. 2.8 Quinella $4.20. 287 Trifecta $21.40. 2873 First 497.70. Update in regards to Alexandra Park. We're back a race. The last race will now go at 10:58. 22:58 for the last on Spring Cup night. No vet on the track. The reason for the delay. Off to Hong Kong. Race 1, meeting code 19. Favourite here is Choice Exchequer. Brett Davis, our commentator's numbers in the first event coming in from Hong Kong are 6 to beat 1, 4 and 9 as we head up to Asia.
Whilst he was getting a little warm, he did look extremely fit. He's only a small horse, but he does look fit, so perhaps in the new stable he could perform. And then the 12 Casa Jr., who, as I've said, I've never had much time for, but at least he does walk out fluently and he looks extremely fit. There's a few of them sweating up quite badly, including Hong Kong Fat. I know you sort of fancied him, and I think he's probably there with some chance. He always does sweat up, so no real changes there for him.
Brett's selections, just to confirm, 6, 1 and 4. I mean, 6 isn't in my numbers, but I can entirely see why it would be. And maybe it might be able to run a similar race to that which it was successful in last time out. And he also likes 1 and 4. And I'm going to go with 7, 11 and 1 here. I do really quite like the 7 horse. And I think it's still at a reasonable price on the boards at the moment at 4.9. Certainly I think it should be there or thereabouts. And it's a good place conveyance as well. There's old Fish King Thunder, though. I say old, he's not that old, but feels like I've been pondering what this horse can do for quite some time already.
Well, I'm interested to see if he does jump, to see what he can do here. Perhaps he could improve, but I'm sure the owners and connections are hoping for that to be the case. Interesting news during the week, though, John. Singapore dropping their 2 feature international races there, the Chris Flyer and the Singapore Cup, which was disappointing news. Well,
it's been quite a sort of happy hunting ground for Hong Kong horses as well, Singapore, over the last few years, but have to get to Kranji one of these days. Haven't quite managed to get over there. Brett Davis, of course, was the caller there for a year or so, wasn't he?
Yes, he knows the place very well. It's unfortunate. So we'll see what the outcome is there, whether or not Hong Kong or anyone can slot in some of those type of races. Obviously, it's very difficult to do once the planning has been done.
Yeah.
But I'm sure everyone will be trying their best. There is number 6 on screen, Joy Together. Still nicely behaved behind the gates there and looking well.
Yeah, he's got a good barrier again. 5, there shouldn't be any problem to this horse as far as getting away well into a nice position, which it needs to get early. So if you fancy Joy Together, there's not a huge amount to put you off here, really. As I say, the presence of Choice Exchequer to maybe harry it in the early stages, though they are both from the same stable, might be a problem, but we'll see. Now, if you want a replay of all Hong Kong races, visit our website, our excellent website. I say this, but it's absolutely true. www.hkjc.com for all you could ever possibly wish for in terms of trying to find winners here in Hong Kong.
Except for the winners in advance.
Well, exactly. Well, I mean, that would just make it too easy, Jenny. Yeah, I'll just make it too easy. But yeah, everything else you could possibly need. I know, having spent many a late night with that website already, trying to get myself up to speed with everything over the last few months, and it really is a terrific source of reference material. Now, there's the red light flashing for our opening race. I should be loading them up pretty shortly. Quick recap of the market. Well, they like this Choice Exchequer. The Moreira punters are out in force straight away here. 4 race 1 into 2.8 now. Must admit, I think personally it's too short for that horse. Certainly 2.8 for Happy Valley, maybe, but I think here where the record does leave a little bit to be desired, I think we are beginning to get a situation where the horse is unders, as Clint would have said, just because of the jockey. But 2.8 for Choice Exchequer. It's then 3.9 Joy Together and 5.2 Brilliant Monkeys. They are now loading them up. He's pretty short, this favourite, Brett, isn't he?
He is, John, yes, no doubt about that. Joe Moreira can do those types of things to these types of horses. 2.8 for Choice X Checker, the 6-year-old by the American sire Jeremy, who's yet to win one from 15. Joe Moreira on. Punters have rallied for Joe here in the first. He is the short price favourite in the Jockey Challenge today at $1.30. Zach Purton at $7, $7.50. Neil Callan 12 for Douglas White, and then, well, basically we're talking cricket score odds after that. So the first of the afternoon, runners are moving in for the first on National Day Cup Day, the Celebration Cup, the other feature, 2 Group 3s, races 7 and 9. First group races for the new season, and some of the top line gallopers here in Hong Kong will be on show a little bit later on. Rail in the A+3 position, track rated good, 2.71 is the penetrometer. There is the chance of some rain later on this afternoon. At the moment, clear regarding precipitation. Now they're all set to go for the first 1400 metres, race 1 here at Sha Tin. Choice X Checker is the favourite. Now there's late money for Joy Together down to 3.5, and there's a problem with 2 Calon. Matthew Chadwick in some strife here by the looks of it. He's got squeezed up in the gates by the looks of it, Matthew Chadwick on 2 Calon. They've backed the horse out, and Matthew Chadwick had to be carried away. We just got a little bit of a glimpse of Matthew there sitting down on the grass. So this horse will be vetted, and obviously there'll be some concern over Matthew's ability to ride here in the first as well. So stand by. Late money coming in for Holy Star. He's down to 12 from 21, so there's big money for him. Joy Together 4.5 down to 3.5. 2.9 now for Choice X Checker. There's good money for Holy Star, who of course is now with David Hall. Now we can see the to the left of screen there, the ambulance staff just attending to Matthew Chadwick. Now they've backed out Fish King Thunder as well. So not an ideal start to the day here. Now red flag's about to go up by the looks of it. So presumably that's for 2 Calon, number 8. So Matthew will have some time to recover. So the 8's a definite late one, taken out just prior to the jump. Race 1, number 8, 2 Calon, a late scratching at the gates. He was a 60-1 chance, so it won't have too much effect on the betting. You can still see there to the left of screen, Matthew Chadwick in the hands of the ambulance staff. Hopefully no real damage done there. Fish King Thunder was backed out. He's about to go back in. So in the meantime, Holy Star's down to 8.8. Choice X Checker is out to 3, and Joy Together's down to 3.4. They're off and running in the first. 2 Calon was the late one at the gates. Joy Together bounced well, as did Choice X Checker, and Namjong Surprise is pushing between horses, with House of Luck showing some pace nearer the rail. 2 lengths further back to Fish King Thunder from Brilliant Monkeys, who slots into a lovely spot, 1 out, 2 back. 2 lengths further back to Casa Jr., who'll settle down on the outside of Best Fighter, and then 2 lengths away to the orange colours of Holy Star from Hong Kong Fat. 2 back, 2 Heartily Wins, and 2.5 last of all is Be There Ahead. He'd be 10 lengths from the pace at the 800, and House of Luck takes up the lead, has it by a length to Choice X Checker. Joy Together's fighting with his rider in third. A length away, Fish King Thunder on the inside of Namjong Surprise. 2 back, Best Fighter from Brilliant Monkeys, Casa Jr., Hong Kong Fat. Holy Star's back third last. They've tried him at odds. He's being niggled at, and he's got plenty of ground to make up. Be There Ahead and Heartily Wins, but House of Luck running a cheeky race on the speed. He's got 2 lengths on Choice X Checker and Joy Together, and they've dropped the others, that trio. 5 lengths back to Brilliant Monkeys, but House of Luck, he's got further in front with 200 metres to go. He's 4 clear from Joy Together. Choice X Checker, Brilliant Monkeys is picking up speed now, but House of Luck, oh, he's going to make a mess of these in the first. Looks like a champion. House of Luck wins it by 5 lengths. Second, either Brilliant Monkeys or Holy Star, who got going late. Then came Hong Kong Fat. Joy Together, Choice X Checker weakened out timidly at the furlong from Be There Ahead. Hartley wins, Casa Junior best fighter, and Namjong surprise to Callum was the late one at the gates.
5 the winner, 7 or 10 second, and 11 will be fourth. Number 5, House of Luck, raced away like a champion. Jackie Tong, 5-year-old gelding by Canny Lad out of Tropicana, was by Versace Pegasus. KW Louis, the trainer there, taking out the Class 5 handicap from Sharton. 2 minutes out from the Addington Grace, race 8, meeting code 9. Bet of the night for Trevor Wilkes, right here and now, Wheelchair Norm, and it's been crunched in. 280 about 15 minutes ago, now into $2.50. So the punters are listening. Get on now, my suggestion, 210 and money back. John McInerney having a very good night already at Addington. Fireman's Galaxy off the inside, $7.10. The last start winner at Addington, drew box 1 on that occasion, pinged away and got the prize. Graduated to Class 5 now though, in this Fast Archer at Stud Dash, and it's a very, very nice field. Trev, your bet of the day here in Wheelchair Norm. What made you pick it?
Oh, just like it because it's drawn inside Quadrago. We know that Quadrago jumps as well, but it likes to stay wide. It doesn't crash down towards the rail. So Wheelchair Norm will get plenty of room. Of course, it led them up last time. Remember, of course, it went head-and-head with Aidan Baxter. It's a great finish. Aidan Baxter got over the top of Wheelchair Norm, but I just think Wheelchair Norm tonight can jump, put himself right in the race. And if Quadrago's outside it, I'd be feeling very confident, I think, with Wheelchair Norm. I think the biggest danger to Wheelchair Norm is Little Regis because of the box 6 record. It's won 7 from 15 from box 6. Now, it just hasn't been stretching out as well as it can in recent starts, Little Regis. He's a nice dog, though. If he brings his A game to the track, he's a chance of knocking off Wheelchair Norm, but I just think the way things are at the moment, Wheelchair Norm should win this race. So 3 on top. He's got everything going for him, the box draw. He's got the early speed. And I think Wheelchair Norm can win it. I put 6 in Little Regis, then I went 5 Tea Time. Tea Time missed away rather badly last time. 2 good wins prior to that, so it's got good box speed as well, a little bit like Quadrago, can get off the boxes. And the 1 Fireman's Galaxy, newcomer to this grade, not the flashes of beginners Fireman's Galaxy, but good railer. But first start in open company, it's going to be a bit of a test for him, but he has got box 1 here, Fireman's Galaxy. But 3, 6, 5 and 1 for me. And they're loading up, are they, for the running of this one. This is race 8, the Fast Archer at Stud Dash. Up they come, favourite paying about 220, into 230 fixed. Wheelchair Norm from box 3. 520 Little Regis, 520 also Fireman's Galaxy, well spec'd, and 830 Tea Time. Last couple have been positioned. This is race 8, the Fast Archer at Stud Dash. Favourite in the white rug. Wheelchair Norm, the green light is through. Lure rolling here for race 8, set. And racing, field away, he's jumped reasonably well, Wheelchair Norm, but best out wide, Homebush Kelso. Now Wheelchair Norm's in trouble, he's been shunted back. Homebush Kelso now through on the inside, Rodriguez, and round the outside, Fireman's Galaxy. Further back, there we go, Rodriguez, up they come, and over the top, Fireman's Galaxy will get home. First start in open company, that was a top win. Fireman's Galaxy beat Homebush Kelso, Rodriguez. Further back, there we go to Quadrago. They're followed by the next one there was Rusty Knife, that was back there now. Back there also where Wheelchair Norm got the shunt early and towards the tail. Little Regis never showed up either, and that was one of the last there on crossing. There we have it, race 8. And it's a great charge early, wasn't it? But this has been a top run by Fireman's Galaxy, getting over the top here. The 1 will beat the 8 and the 7, 1, 8, 7, and then we go back to the 6. The 6 being a Little Regis back there, 4th. Let's have a look at the start here. Good start it was too, and Wheelchair Norm trying to get over the rail there, but as you can see, they just crossed him, and the 8 showed brilliant speed home was Kelso. Once the 8 got across ahead of the 1, Wheelchair Norm just got chopped out of the race, really, went right back towards the tail of the field. He was never a winning possibility after that, but look, all honours with the winner. It's been a good run. First up in open company, Fireman's Galaxy, a brindle dog by Collision out of Molly Paisley. The Fireman's Raffle Syndicate, the owners, and trained by Gary Cleve at Rangiora. So there's been a couple stepped up tonight. Terramondo's jumped a grade and 1, and Fireman's Galaxy's done the same. So we've seen some good racing on the track. Here's Pete the Rap Race 8.
The result of the 8, the Fast Archer at Stud Dash. 1-876-3425. The winner, number 1, Fireman's Galaxy. Second, number 8, Homebush Kelso. Third, 7, Rodriguez. Fourth placing, number 6, Little Regis. The winning time was 17.39. Lead up was 5.98. The run home 11.41. Margins 3/4 of a length, 3/4 of a length again, 1.5 lengths. So the 8th tonight gone to number 1, Fireman's Galaxy.
At $7.20 and $1.70, really nice price. Homebush Kelso $3.70, Rodriguez $4. No luck for the bet of the day, Wheelchair Norm. 1/8 Quinella $50.20. 187 Trifecta $382.50. The first forward, the 6, $2,868.90. 2 and 1 double $7.50. 2/8 concession $12. Triple Trio not struck with healthy jackpot $3,785. The concession for Triple Trio punters, if you got the first 2 legs, returning $81. We're back a race at Alexandra Park. No vet on track there prior to the first, hence the delay. But we are 11 minutes out from the first now, which goes in the place of race 2. And the last goes at 10.58. The last goes at 10.58. Let's have a squiz at a market for the next here at Addington, the Mac Development Stakes, to kick off the second of the quaddies here. You Go Flash. Trev's really big on this dog. $2 and $1.10. 3.40 and 3.40 currently on the tote. Chipolata $3.50, the second line of betting. But You Go Flash certainly looked an anchor, according to Trev, for those place 6 punters today. That gets underway at 6.35. We're 10 minutes out from the first on Spring Cup night at Alexandra Park.
Sir Lincoln, today, sire. Sir Lincoln, confirmation, pedigree, performance.
Sir Lincoln won the Trillion Trust Auckland Cup, second over Terra to Love.
Sir Lincoln's first crop, have it all. Great attitude, lovely temperaments. Best weanling paraded at the PGG sale. The weanling colt sold for $35,000. Sir Lincoln, available from Lincoln Farms.
Dual Australian Group 1 winner Road to Rock is the best performed son of Encosta de Lago at stud in Australasia. Producing winners in Australia, New Zealand and Singapore, Road to Rock's 3-year-olds have highlighted his promise as a stallion. Trainers have been impressed with the quality of his first crops, believing them to be classic stayers of the future. Road to Rock offering breeders outstanding value at $5,000 plus GST. Talk to Stu at Wellfield today. Road to Rock, classic stayers of the future. Wellfield, breed with confidence.
Tabby Trackside 1 Thursday evening. Really nice to have you aboard Trackside as we go to both domestic venues in beautiful spring conditions. Let's go back to the park now, back to Craig the Wild Thompson. Well, hopefully the first piece of good news is there is a vet on track.
Absolutely, Ryan. Vet's on track, so we're all good to go. We're about, I think, 9 minutes out from race number 1, which is for the Trotters. Since we've got a little bit of time, Ryan, I think what we'll do is have a look at the early quaddie. Race number 2 kicks it off for the maidens. And here, I made my bet of the night. Race 2, number 5, Bodine Bowfighter. So I think we can go short here. It's a pretty good field. Better Than Quick has won 2 from 2. But these 2 met at the workouts here on Saturday. And, gee, Bodine Bowfighter was good. $1.70. We'll hear from Zach Butcher prior to race number 2. He likes this horse. And it's got a nice drawn midfield. Possesses a bit of gate speed. In saying that, there are gate speed with Vinland and also with the likes of Appassionato. But for me, I thought race 2, horse number 5, Bodine Bowfighter, and Anchor in the quaddie tonight. If you want to go wider, 8 Better Than Quick. I put 9 Urban Tiger in the mix. Nice trial assist. This one for Brett Mangos, and a Passionato for Logan Hollis. Morris McKendry takes the drive. First leg of tonight's quaddie race number 2. Race number 3 tonight. And this is the Streamline Freight Handicap Trot. We're going to catch up with Andrew Neal prior to race number 3 tonight, but I put Lucky Fortune on top. This horse was downgraded from last week, taking on the likes of Charlemagne in a really good field. First up run, needed that run. Stripper fit a horse tonight and downgraded only off 10 metres. I thought it could win. 9 Lucky Fortune. Thought it was a good bet tonight. Bit of cover, an 8 All Royal Gal, 10 Mob Star. And last week's winner, Par with Speed, we chucked in the mix. Thought it was an each-way chance, and it paid very big money. No reason why it can't go back-to-back off the 10-metre handicap. So my numbers in race number 3 tonight, put Lucky Fortune on top. Runner number 9 to beat 10, 5 and 8. 9, 10, 5 and 8. Race number 3 tonight. Race number 4 tonight. A good field here. Over the 2,200 metres, I thought the Ray Green pair had a very strong hand in here in Killer Queen and also Tua Picker Sky. And we'll catch up with Ray prior to race number 4 tonight. What I can tell you is very keen on both runners. Thought Killer Queen hadn't raced for 5 weeks, is on the fresh side but working well. And Tua Picker Sky has come through her race very well. So for me, I marked them 5 to beat 3. You need them both in your quaddie. Better be perfect, definite include. Very good sectionals last start. And also runner number 7 a lot better. So our numbers 5, 3, 6 and 7 in race number 4, the third leg of the quaddie. Lucky last, good field this one for the trotters over the 2,700 metres. Leon's Boys 460 on the book, 520 on the tote. Very tricky race for the bookmakers to analyse. I think they've got 6 of the 10 under $6 in this race, but that's just the depth of the field. I put Leon's Boy on top, now with Barry Purdon. We'll hear from Zach Butcher prior to race number 5 tonight. Work has been good, trialled nicely at Franklin last Wednesday. Progressive trotter for Leon's Boy on top. Dangers, the back marker Real Men was good first up. I thought Al Bundy was much better at the trials last week. If you want a roughie tonight in your quaddie, race number 5, horse number 7, Al Bundy, just suggested to me that he's getting back to form, and Idle Bones was nice at that workouts as well. We'll show that trial prior to race number 5 tonight, Idle Bones. Very impressive winning that trial. Suggested quaddie tonight, anchoring Bodine Bowfighter. And that is not Real Cyclone. So let's start race 2, number 5. Race 2, number 5, Bodine Bowfighter is the anchor. 5, 8, 9 and 10 in the second leg. 5, 8, 9 and 10. 3, 5 and 6 in the third leg. 4, 6, 7, 8 and 10 in the last leg. $60 for $1. And race 2, the first leg. Runner number 5 is Bodine Bowfighter. Let's get to the track for race number 1, though. It is only 5 minutes out. Of course, we've gone back a race here with the vet just arriving on track due to the traffic hold-ups we get at this time of the night around Alexandra Park. Thursday, Friday nights very busy around Green Lane and a little bit congested, but we are back on track for the first, some 4 minutes out. It is the IRT Handicap Trot. For me, 6, it's Oscar. He's coming into the race fresh up. He hasn't raced for an awful long time, but he's a smart trotter, and we saw that trial about half an hour ago. Was very impressive winning there. Tony Cameron drove in that trial, opened 260 into 225, hearing through from Sal at the racing desk, thanking him for updating us tonight. $4,000 on runner number 6, It's Oscar. $4,000 on It's Oscar. We've got that trial again. We might play it in. Let's have a look at it. About the 300 metre mark, and the horse that we're looking for is in front at the moment in the white and the black star, and that is It's Oscar. Lofty's in the trail, and Tikuka Breeze is 3 back on the fence. And when they straighten up here at around about the 200 metre mark, you see Tony Cameron give this one by Sundown a little bit more leather, and he just starts to get away, and it was a nice trial too. He wasn't extended. That's Tikuka Breeze, the C1 trotter outside him, and look at him, the last 100 metres, he just pins the ears back, and he does it very, very easily in the finish. This is It's Oscar at the trials last Wednesday at Franklin. Wins by 2.5 lengths, not extended at the line, beating Tikuka Breeze and Lofty. I know the opposition weren't strong, but you only beat what's in front of you. And he's done that back-to-back weeks at Franklin, trialling nicely. Manners will be the key with him tonight. He'll need to do it right. It's only 2,200 metres. But what's a big advantage is Tony Cameron drives him in work, and tonight we'll drive him on race night. Race 1, horse 6 on top for me. Macquarie with Jake, the main danger. Outside those top 2, Brookside Colt for Jack McKinnon. Off the front, it's been in good form since coming north. And La Maitre D, she's a mare that 2,200 metres always suits. Tabitha Fensom's had a win this season already on Majestic John. And, of course, this one, trained now by the Frank Cooney Tate Hopkins team, usually does things right, and most of her form is over the shorter journey. So 6, 8, 5 and 1. If you want a bolter, put on your first fours here at very big money. Second outside of the field, number 9, Star Filly. Watched her work last week. She's at 23 and 5. Not saying she can win the race, but Steve Cornwall does a good job with the trotters, and I thought this mare tried up quite nicely. By Monarchy at a Stars Are Rising. She's won 3 races at the park. Her only 3 victories have been right-handed. So Star Filly, runner number 9 if you want to go rough in your first fours tonight. Hong Kong, that result just through screen now. Gives us a chance to catch up with Aaron White, get his thoughts on race number 1, the IRT Handicap Trot. A very good evening to you, Aaron. Spring Cup is our feature tonight, but I thought the undercard had a lot of depth in it.
Yeah, you did right there, Craig. Good evening to you. Evening, everybody. And, of course, a $25,000 chase and pick 6 tonight will be started with our feature trot. A very, very interesting race that will be as well. In the first, I'm with 5, 6, 3 and 4, Brookside Colt. On top, he blew the start last time. Very good win, runner-up 2 starts ago, and placed in behind Aaron Chief down at Addington prior to that. Jack McKinnon over the 6, it's Oscar. As you mentioned, very good at the workouts. Tony Cameron, first run for the Hurley Barn. Ellingham's in the mix, starting to do everything right. The Pegasus Spur, a 6-year-old, and Thanks Shane, I thought was a very good debut winner, or maiden winner, I should say, last time. Dylan Ferguson for Ron Richardson. So 5, 6, 3 and 4 to open the night here, Craig. Yes, looking forward to the Spring Cup with that new start time of 19 minutes to 10 o'clock with the first leg of pick 6. Good trotting race there. Leanne's Boy having his first run out of the Barry Purdon team tonight. Paul Green's done a great job with the Armbro Invasion gelding. Talking to Paul last week, he said he had a meeting with the owners. He's one of those, and they thought, well, I'll give him the best possible chance and send him to Barry Purdon's, and wouldn't be surprised that in the next 12, 24 months that horse hasn't got some serious silverware on the mantelpiece.
Yeah, absolutely, Aaron. He is in the nominations for the Dominion Handicap, and as you say, we'll show that trial prior to race number 5 tonight from last Wednesday. Where he ran second to Idle Bones, and it was a nice trial, just blew out late. He's a horse that has progressed through the grades. He's only had 20 starts and he's won 5 races. Leanne's Boy, good to see him back on track with a new stable of the Barry Purdon team. Paul Green doing a great job with him so far, and he'll start off the 10-metre handicap. Takes on the likes of Al Bundy, Idle Bones, Reel Me In, Charlemagne, who won at upset odds last time, and even Whitney, Robert Dunn on track tonight. Tony Hurley takes the drive, was in good form. So that's a great race. Race number 5 tonight starts our pick 6. Back a race tonight. That race will be at 8:48 tonight. So we're back one race throughout the night here at Alexandra Park. For the first time, we'll get Aaron White's call on the IRT Handicap Trot over the 2,200 metres. Your favourite is It's Oscar at $2.50.
Oscar at $2.50 and $1.30, $4.70, $1.80 Brookside Colt. Manners will be the key around him tonight. He blew the start a couple of weeks ago. Macquarie with Jake at $5 and $1.70. La Maitre D overstayer. Ellingham on the front tape with the unruly Thanks Shane, Brookside Colt and It's Oscar. Then from 10 behind Joe Mo, Macquarie with Jake and the unruly Star Filly. So the Square Gators face up to starter Frank Phelan. 2,200 metres to open the program tonight, 2015. Alabar Spring Cup night. Sitting ready for action. The barrier strands release and they're off. It's Oscar, just canned away, but he switches into a trot pretty quick. He'll settle in midfield, but looking to come forward now. Thanks Shane, the early lead from Ellingham. La Maitre D. It's Oscar. Quickly up on the outside as they work on to the stables corner first occasion. La Maitre D's galloped in the trail here. Overstayer about to get past her. Brookside Colt is safely on the journey tonight. Then Joe Mo, Macquarie with Jake, and Star Filly's also made a clean beginning, so the only one to make a mistake is La Maitre Maitre D. Into the back, 17.50 to go, and Thanks Shane takes it up by 2 lengths over It's Oscar. Nestles into the trail, the race favourite. Then came Allingham, 6 lengths away in the field to Brookside Colt, a couple of lengths to Overstayer. Then Joe Mo, further back is Macquarie with Jake, Star Filly, and after that Gallop La Maitre D, back down and trotting but last, and a good 18 lengths off the lead time in 49 as they work off the back and work the showgrounds turn. And it's Thanks Shane. Here's Prick Dylan Ferguson by 2. It's Oscar, Tony Cameron in the trail, and 2.5 away. Allingham is third for Fergus Schumacher. On its back is Brookside Colt and Jack McKinnon. Looking to work away from the markers now as Macquarie with Jake and Matt Anderson started to move. That'll ease and take a 1-1 cover now. Then Overstay the inside for Kyle Marshall, followed through by Joe Mo and Megan Tees. To its outside was Star Filly and Joe Mocker, and 4 lengths La Maitre D, Tab Fensom. 34-1 the opening quarter. So Thanks Shane. He's getting away with a very cheap lead here with a circuit to go. Leads a length and a quarter, Brookside Colt. Breasts up alongside now to be a length away. Back on the inside then to It's Oscar, the race favourite. Yeah, that we can at the start. He's been trotting nice and proudly since. Then Macquarie with Jake 1-1 around Allingham. Star Filly around Overstayer. Back is Joe Mo and La Maitre D. 33-4 the second quarter. So Thanks Shane into the back. A length over Brookside Colt. It's Oscar in the trail. 1-1 Macquarie with Jake. Allingham 3 back on the inside. Star Filly doing everything right. Dangerous to these in front of her. She's only 5 lengths off the lead as Star Filly for Joe Mocker. Then Overstayer. Joe Mo second last and La Maitre D. 500 to go in the IRT. Trot off the back they come. And Thanks Shane leads. Brookside Colt breasting up now to be a neck away. 30-9 was the back straight quarter waiting the passing lane. It's Oscar. Macquarie with Jake about to come out of the 1-1. Star Filly comes wider with Joe Mo. Then Allingham and Overstayer homeward bound. Thanks Shane. It's Oscar off his back. Brookside Colt, Macquarie with Jake. Allingham, Star Filly down the outside. 100 to go. Thanks Shane. It's Oscar. Macquarie with Jake down the outside. Thanks Shane. It's Oscar. Macquarie with Jake. It's Oscar. Macquarie with Jake. It's Oscar. He'll make his northern debut a winning one. He was a wee bit rough in his gait the last 50 metres, but he'll hold out the challenges of Macquarie with Jake. Thanks Shane in a photo for third. Up there was Brookside Colt and Star Filly. They were followed by Allingham and Joe Mo back in the field with Overstayer and La Maitre D. 2:56.5 the overall time. 29 the final quarter, and 59.9 was the last 800 metres. It's Oscar. Sundon Gelding, Tony Cameron for Tony Herlihy. Will get the job done. Macquarie with Jake will be second. Third over goes to Thanks Shane in front of Star Filly, who will make up the first 4 in front of Brookside Colt. The IRT handicap trot goes the way of It's Oscar, having his first run in the North Island, makes it a winning one. Win 3 at start 12.
Official placings race 1, the IRT handicap trot. 684-953. 684-953. Horse 6, It's Oscar, trotted the 2,200 metres from a stand in 2:56.49. Mile rate of 29.1. Last 859.9. 429. The margins are half neck, 1 1/4 lengths a neck. 684-953. Race 1, the IRT handicap trot.
Six, It's Oscar gets the first call of the night from Judge Graham McLennan. First run in the North Island, raced by DJ Simpson along with Ms. Kay Smale and W.D. O'Connell. Sundon, Pleasant Whiz, 6-year-old bay gelding, bred by Mrs. C.P. Negus along with Mrs. N. McConnell. Tony Hurley, the trainer at Papakura. And Tony Cameron back into the victory circle after the IRT handicap trot, David Turner. Race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club down there, part of the victory celebrations. 8 Macquarie Jake for second. Sundon, Pride of Pomona, 6-year-old bay gelding for Mrs. N.J. Hackett, TR and R.A. Barron. Michelle Wallace, Bernie Hackett trained at Waiuku, and Matt Anderson. And for third, 4, Thanks Shane, Thanksgiving, Neri Kilo, a brown 5-year-old gelding race by R.D. along with Mrs. E.N., B.N. and Mrs. H.E. Richardson. Ron Richardson trained at Tiamutu, and Dylan Ferguson. Totes in the first. 6, It's Oscar, the race favourite, returns $2.40 into $1.30, $2.40 and $1.30. 8 Macquarie Jake, $1.60, $1.60 and 4, Thanks Shane, $2.10, $2.10. Quinella, $6.90, $6.90. Trifecta, $53.10, $53.10. And the opening first 4, $390.80, $390.80. Race 2 on the program tonight, the Rosslands Mobile Pace, 2,200 metres for a stake of 12,000, opens the early quaddie. The only defection in the event is number 10, Prime Luster. Race 2's new start time, 2 minutes after 7.
On the move through them, bound to Upton, back last is Karen's Magic. Roadworks the lead narrowly, wants to run one away for the fence, can't catch Tim, gets underneath, it comes hard. You Go Flashes after those, can't catch Tim, You Go Flash, can't catch Tim, beats You Go Flash. Opawa Diesel, in behind those, Roadworks tired a bit.
You Go Flash looked 3 wide the trip there, in traffic early in that straight. Really nice run, finished it off well. $2.30. Now that was class 5, this class 3 and 4, $3 and $2.40 on the tote. Excellent chance in the 9th at Addington to start your quaddie. 2.5 out. Trev, let's get to you just to recap your quaddie numbers prior to the first leg.
Yeah, okay. In the first leg, I haven't gone too wide in each of the first 3 legs, actually. I thought You Go Flash was probably close to a good thing. Box 6 is about the only concern, although it's won a couple of box 6, but 6 and 2, I've got those 2 in leg 1. You Go Flash, Chipolata. The second leg of the quaddie, I went 5 and 8, Paper Bond and smashed that. Third leg of the quaddy, just two of them again, Dream Collector and Dinah Vickers, and then that last leg, it might be the problem leg. You need a spread there, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8 for me. So I've only got 48 combinations, 100%. And I couldn't see any upsets on the way through. My third pick in this first leg is Kirkham Jack. Was a winner 2-back, beating No Security, and then stepped up to the Class 4s and run third, but well beaten third. The margins were 1 by 7, or 7 by 1 it was, in fact. Homebush Howard, a runaway winner. Kirkham Jack battling on for third, so it wouldn't be winning on that run. But if you just wanted to go wider than the 6 and the 2, the 3 would be my next best, Kirkham Jack, and then the 4 Dual Eagle. But there's my selections up there: 2, 6 in leg 1, 5 and 8 in leg 2, 2 and 8 in leg 3, and I dare say with Dinah Vickers, Dream Collector in that third leg, you won't want to go too wide. 48 combinations is about the right. If you get spend 24, you get 50%. You spend 12, you get 25%. That's about the right percentage, I think. You won't want to go any lower because some of these favourites start getting home and you won't be able to recover. So you just got to hope for the best with the results. But 6 and 2, Hugo Flash, good second. Behind Can't Catch Tim the other day. Chipolata's impressed me, the way it's gone up through the grades. It's got stronger, it's jumping better, and held on and beat Jesse Surfs here the other day. Now it's another step up for the dog today, but it's drawn up nicely in box 2, has got the early speed, looks the likely leader if Hugo Flash doesn't hit it early, and Chipolata's got to be a must include. Kirkham Jack on that third last week would just have to improve a bit, but was a good winner prior to that, beating No Security, and Dual Eagle has been third in its last 3 starts. Outside of them, you've got Gold Star Junior in box 1, with fourth behind Homebush Howard, rather distant fourth at its last start. That was from box 6, does get the improved box draw, so box 1's a good draw for Gold Star Junior. Boris would need to improve. Best recent run was second, beaten 6 lengths by Boundary Erupt down at Invercargill. Chasing the line for Angela Turnbull here, having its first look at Addington. Not a great deal of form on the board. And Tina draws the outside. Not a bad little greyhound, Tina. If it can jump and get across it early, it might give a bit of cheek for a while, although it's always sort of struggled at the 5.20. But for me, 6 to beat 2. I think they picked themselves. 3, Kirkham Jack, and 4, Dual Eagle. And up they come for the first leg. And on the tote, Hugo Flash has gone favourite. At 2.50, the green light is through to the control tower and the lure rolling. We're ready for the first of the quaddie. Race 9 and racing. And the field away, jumping nicely down on the inside, Gold Star Junior, but wide out Tina showing speed. Now, Hugo Flash is down at the first corner. Down went Hugo Flash, and down the back they run, and Chipolata's moved up on the outside of Tina. Right on them, Gold Star Junior, that'll keep whacking away, but although Chipolata's made the lead and kicks away, they're followed after a gap. Kirkham Jack into the straight, though Chipolata, Gold Star Junior still trying, but in front, Chipolata just made it. Chipolata, Gold Star Junior, Tina. There followed Kirkham Jack. Further back there we go, Dual Eagle. After Dual Eagle, they were followed by the next one there was Boris, and chasing the line was back, and the faller Hugo Flash at the first corner. Here we have it, race 9, and Chipolata's just managed to hold here. Chipolata, Gold Star Junior. And there's about a neck in it, isn't there? Yeah, 2 beats 1, then the 8 and the 3. Hugo Flash tumbled. Just keep an eye on the green here. I think it went for a run between them and just got chopped out, Hugo Flash. But all honours with the winner, Chipolata. The Black Dog by Lachlan Varmalo with a Gold Sonata, raced by P.R. Robson, trained by Rosemary Blackbird at Amberley. That's another one that's gone up through the grades and won again tonight. So we've had a few of them tonight. Here's Pete to wrap up the first leg of the quaddie, race 9.
The result of the ninth, the Mac Development Stakes. 2, 1, 8, 3, 4, 7, 5. The winner is number 2, Chipolata. Second, number 1, Gold Star Junior. Third, 8, Tina. The fourth placing, number 3, Kirkham Jack. The winning time was 30.59. Lead up 5.80, a midsection of 18.14, and the run home 12.45. Margins half a head, 2 lengths, 2 1/4 lengths. That's the ninth. The winner's number 2, Chipolata.
2, 1 and 8. 270 and 190, 420, 280. Chipolata Gold Star Junior and Tina. 1-2 Quinella, $16.30. 218 Trifecta, $121.10. The first four, 218 and 3, $1,185.20. Stepping up, the class 3 and 4 Chipolata was excellent. 2-1 and 2, $25.60. Albeit bad luck needs to be mentioned. Hugo Flash getting just bowled out of it at that first turn. Number 2 required in the first leg of the quaddie, the Mac Development Stakes. 5.5 out from race number 2 at Shepparton. Stetson Lane 280 the win. Not much in the place pool, so we might just concentrate on that win pool at the moment. Cairns is on TAB trackside 2, race 5, meeting code 14, not far away from jumping at Cairns, so upper channel for the gallops there. Then it will be Shepparton race 2, meeting code 33. Quick break on TAB trackside 1. On the other side, we will look at the feature this weekend from Hastings.
Benzini's full of running and has it shot to bits. King's Pal, Duffers Creek and Pheasant, and Benzini wins it easily.
Now Soriano's getting out and charging on the inside. Nashville and Soriano. Rory's done it again. Soriano gets another Group 1. There's Addictive Habit, the filly, still there. Tomorrowland on the inside, and Coe storming home. So is Soriano, but Addictive Habit's got the Foxbridge plate. Addictive Habit won it, and she's coming after them quickly. 100 to go. The fairy tale result. Fresh up, she's back big time. Ponderosa Miss, brilliant ride, brilliant win.
Lee Somerville spoke with real confidence earlier on when we heard from him. Aidan Rodley caught up with him during the week, just in regards to Addictive Habit and Celebrity Miss, his two runners. Addictive Habit well supported at $5 in this market. Celebrity Miss at double figure odds over the page. Benzini $7.50 into $7. Now Rosie Myers to do the riding went super at Riccarton when fresh up. Nashville will be finishing off hard, $12 if you think it can finish over the top. Soriano $6.50. Ponderosa Miss $4.50. Just don't think that it is a worry at all that Ponderosa Miss missed the run on the second day of the carnival. It doesn't take much for her to get ready, and did trial at Waipa that the week of that particular race that was abandoned. Interesting little field that. Wouldn't be surprised to see some big divvies thrown up in the Group 1 Livermore Classic, with just the fact that we're missing a few of the classy horses we perhaps might have expected to see. Costume won it last year at huge odds. Shepparton Greyhounds now race 2, meeting code 33. Miss the Wicked, $3.80 and $1 is the current favourite. It's had 6 starts for 2 minor placings. This is a maiden over $4.50. Anyone's race this. 7 Leroy Tron I thought would be in this market. It is now at $4.20 and $2.40. 12 starts for 7 minor placings. Got a check early last start and finished off nicely for 3rd. 2 seconds and 5 thirds. Might be hard to beat here. Can see it shortening, number 7, as they close in on a start time a minute out from race number 2 at Shepparton. Miss Wicked has had those 2 seconds, as I mentioned, number 3. Never finished any worse than 4th, though. That's pretty good form for a maiden event. Other place form in this particular race, all in tops. Number 6, 17 starts for 11 minor placings, all in tops. Number 6, 13s and $2. The place money is okay, all in tops. 13s and 2s. Race number 2 at Shepparton on TAB trackside 1 to be followed by the 10th at Addington. Then we'll go back to Alexandra Park at Spring Cup night at the park tonight. We are back a race, but in race 2 to look forward to is Craig the Whale Thompson's bet of the day, and that's Bodine Bowfighter. Was crunched into $1.60. If you didn't get that, you're now looking at $1.45. Around the $2 mark this morning, and the money is piling on Bodine Bowfighter, number 5, the first starter. The bet of the night for Craig the Whale Thompson, Zach Butcher to drive, and it has been smashed with the bookies. Shepparton on start time now for race 2, to be followed by the Addington Greyhounds, then back for the second at the park.
4:10, 5:40 Canis Regis. It was a nice run here a couple of starts ago behind Hamilton, although it did get beat a fair way. It did finish it off okay and was pretty good last time out at Healesville up the straight behind Turbo Long Stride. It is drawn awkwardly here today though. It's at 5:40, 5.90 Burrawonga Jimbo, who draws the outside place behind Dark Chance last time out. And all in tops into $7.20. So loading in. Race 2 here. 3.20 Miss Our Wicket. 4.50 Leroy Tron. 5.20 Canis Regis. $5.90 Burrawonga Jimbo. $7 all in tops. So last of them being loaded away here. Second event. First taken out by Hot Pedro. An upset victory there. Green light. Lures on its way. Second event today. Ready, and they're off. Jumping fast is Warby Gunner from box 5, and it's sailed to the early lead. Ahead of Collian, and moving up Miss Wicket on the outside. Starting to run on strongly is Leroy Tron. They're followed by Aldin Tops. Next in the field, Burrawonga Jimbo, and then Stetson Lane, Canis Regis, and Collian checked out of the race. They turn. Warby Gunner straightened up by 2. Burrawonga Jimbo's closing hard the outside. Burrawonga Jimbo hit the front, and Burrawonga Jimbo won it. A length and a half to Leroy Tron, who got up along the rails to grab second in front of a tiring Warby Gunner. They're followed by All in Top, Stetson Lane. Well back in the field, Miss Wicket, Canis Regis, and Collian. The time 25.70. Number 8 first, Burrawonga Jimbo. Appreciating being drawn the outside here today, was able to get clear running and has stormed home down the outside to win it well. Number 8, Burrawonga Jimbo. Number 8, a strong winner here. Defeats 7, Leroy Tron. Third, 5, Warby Gunner, and fourth, the number 6, All in Top. So 8, 7, 5, 6, 8, 7, 5, and 6 of the numbers, 8, 7, 5, 6. Burrawonga Jimbo is a black dog, April 13, by Burrawonga Brett, out of Burrawonga Joy. James Bethursel is the owner and trainer. Pace 5.80 and 1.90. Second, 7, Leroy Tron, $1.
8, 7 and 5. 8 beats 7 and 5. Off to Addington for the 10th on meeting code 9. First leg of a treble. Paper Bond. I'd take that $2. Yes, please. It's been just running awesome races lately. It's won its last 4 in a row, including a C5 here last time when it beat Impersonator. $2 and $1.10. Double your money. Now, what makes this race interesting is that the inside 2 greyhounds, which usually you always have to consider, they both actually prefer the outside. The inside's not the place for these two. Zebediah, not a fan of the inside boxes, and nor is Aidan Baxter. Their inside trap stats are just average, so you immediately start looking a little bit wider. Burrawonga Jimbo, 580, 190. Leroy Tron, 160. Warby Gunner, 420 in the second from Shepparton, 8, 7, 5 and 6. Quinella, $10.10. Trifecta, 182.70. First for $490.60. So Paper Bond, I thought, was maybe a bit of a special today, but Smash That's going to make it interesting. Has been really pinging out the last couple. Smash That, number 8. Did it in C4 and 5 company, and then beat Rodriguez last time to the races. Did Smash That. excellent from box 8 too. 4 starts for 3 wins. Paper Bond is I still think the main danger. Both have had 15 wins. Smash That's done it in 57 starts. Paper Bond 35, so a better strike rate for Paper Bond. It's got box 5. I'm just leaning towards the 5. The one we're going to look at is Paper Bond. Let's check it out. 24th of September, Addington. Watching box number 8. Around the outside, Paper Bond on this occasion pings away, finds the lead. See you later.
Impersonator between them, Aidan Baxter, but Paper Bond just zooms around them, goes to the front, now going wide up Shen, a little gap there, Smash Rimmer, Hetfield's well back, up they come, Paper Bond too quick, Paper Bond home, Impersonator Aidan Baxter, little gap up Shen, they're followed by...
And what makes it a little bit easier from box 5 is that Kiramis is scratched from box 6, so that will be empty. And Zipping Dry to its inside can ping away but can also miss it. So it might just, we know Paper Bond pings away, and that might just make the fact that the outside is empty in regards to the box. Zipping Dry can ping away but also can miss, might negate the impact of box 5 being, as they call, the squeeze box where you can find traffic. Paper Bond for me, ahead of Smash That. $2 and $3.50, yes. I think that's a nice price to be betting into in race number 10. Trev, your thoughts, 90 seconds out.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how much speed he showed last week, because there was so much speed inside him, Ryan Paper Bond. I think he's the new kid on the block. Smash That's got terrific speed as well. Thing about Smash That, when they get to the last bend, it just stays very, very wide. So Paper Bond, if it can jump with Smash That and just hold the rail, it's probably his race to lose. But Smash That's good, and as you mentioned, especially from box 8, which had four starts. That's right, 4 starts from box 8 for 3 wins and a placing as well. And I think those two just pick themselves, really, don't they? Paper Bond, Smash That. Aidan Baxter's a good dog, but it was clearly beaten by Paper Bond the other day. It's just hard to turn the tables. He did beat Wheelchair Norman 2 starts back in a terrific finish. There's only a half length between them, but he was a rather distant third, I thought, the other day behind Paper Bond. It's just hard to turning the tables, and they put the Northerner in, Lone Star Lad. There's plenty of money to say it'll go good race fresh up at Auckland. There was plenty of money. It was favourite, $2.60 favourite, just never got into it. And Angela's got a couple or 3 down here tonight, and that's one of them. And she hasn't had the best of luck with the box draws either, has she? She had box 8 with one of them, and box 7 the other 2. So Chasing the Line was in the previous. I had it box 7. This one here's got box 7. But look, the main thing is they're down here having a look at the track. Of course, we're only a month or so away from the Cup and Galaxy Heat, so I think it's a good idea to bring them down and have a good look at the track, because no doubt we'll see them back for the heats. That's probably the main reason why they're here, and they're getting experience on the track at the same time. Outside of them, I thought the next best was probably Zebediah off the inside, although Zipping Dry's got a bit of early speed as well. But I think it's going to be a terrific race between Paper Bond and Smash That. Expect them both to jump, but just expect Smash That to stay wide, and Paper Bond should be a bit too quick again tonight. He's looking to make it 5 in a row tonight, Paper Bond. Last couple have been positioned, 2.95 the trip here for the CTV sprint. And Paper Bond into about 2.10, it's $2 the tote. The green light is through to the control tower. Lua rolls here for race 10, ready. And racing, Paper Bond out fast and down on the inside. Zebediah tried to match it, but Paper Bond here smashed that, getting around the outside, trapped off wide, and away goes Paper Bond, puts half a dozen on them, and around the corner, Paper Bond well clear, coming after it, Zebediah. Paper Bond will beat Zebediah, third Aidan Baxter, I'd say, just ahead of Hetfield. There followed further back Lone Star Lad, Zipping Dry, and after being trapped wide, smashed that, dropped out, and would be the last one home. And remember, of course, the late scratching of Karamis. There's race 10, and 5 in a row now for Paper Bond. Gee, it's got speed to burn, hasn't it? Look at this. Look at the acceleration here. Put 6 on them, and Zebediah's run on really well, and so too is Aidan Baxter right down the outside. I think that'll get the third just ahead of Hetfield, but Paper Bond, last couple of margins have been just over 2 lengths, and I think it's about 3 tonight. So too quick for them. And the class sprinter at the moment, Paper Bond, 5 in a row, a Brindle Dobb by Tuiaki at Miss Beasley, raced by TJ Keynes and trained by Gene and David Fahey at Bell Ken. Here's Peter Rapp, race 10.
The 10th, the CTV Sprint. 5, 1, 2, 3, 7, 4, 8. The winner, number 5, Paper Bond. Second, number 1, Zebediah. Third, 2, Aidan Baxter. Fourth placing, number 3, Hetfield. The winning time was 17.39, sectionals 5.86 and 11.53. The margins, 2 1/4 lengths, 1 1/4 lengths and a head. That is race 10. Number 5, Paper Bomb.
I think we're watching the form sprinter in the country right now, arguably at $2.10 and $1.40. Zebediah $2.50, Aidan Baxter $1.40. The pace it showed when they just hit that corner was awesome. 1 and 5, 15.20. 5, 1 and 2, 62.30. 5, 1, 2 and 3, $261.90. Paper Bond, too good in race number 10. 8 minutes out from Alexandra Park, race 2 will be there very shortly.
Alamosa, champion, first season sire and multiple Group 1 producer.
Welcome back to Alexandra Park. About 7 minutes out from race number 2 tonight. It's for the maidens, the Roslyn Stud Maiden over the 2,200 metres, and we've got a dominant favourite here, and some big money coming on this horse. Bodine Bowfighter is his name. Hearing through from the racing desk, around about $30,000 on this horse, including one singular bet of $15,000. Opening quote $1.95 this morning. He's $1.50 at the moment. We caught up with his driver earlier in the night, Zach Butcher, and this is what he had to say about the Son of Bettor's Delight. Zach Butcher, how was the holiday, mate?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I put on a wee bit of belly weight while I was on holiday, but it's good to be back into a routine, back at the gym and eating healthy again, so hopefully we can pick up a few winners tonight.
I think you will do that. Let's talk about one of your better drives in race number 2, Bodine Bowfighter, half-brother to Bodine Bow. He's got a bit of ability, and the way he trialled last week, he looks like he's a really good drive.
Yeah, he trialled really well on Sunday, and all going forward, hopefully he improves a wee bit off it, and the draw's probably not too bad. We'll just look to mosey forward early and see if we can end up handy, and I think it'd be pretty hard to roll if he gets there.
What is he like as a horse? He's a little bit green still?
He actually was pretty well at the trials the other day. He's no dummy. He's quite intelligent in everything that he does. So, you know, all things going well. Like I said, if we can get forward and get in front of a few of the others, I think it'd be pretty hard to roll.
He's a lovely big horse, isn't he? Have a look at him. Big Son of Bettor's Delight. Still plenty of growing in him. He's a half-brother to Bodine Bows, half to Guns N' Roses, half to Bodine Bad Babe. It's been a really good family. This one, a Son of Bettor's Delight, owned by Lincoln Farms, and a few of guys and girls in harness racing. Likes of Brian Rabbit, I believe, is in this syndicate. Good luck to you, Brian. Got a lovely type, this one, by Bettor's Delight and Bodine Bowfighter. There's a second favourite on screen at the moment, Better Than Quick. Opened at $3 this morning. You're getting $4.40 at the moment, as there's my suggested quaddie for race number 2 tonight. It's anchoring Bodine Bowfighter on top. 5, 8, 9, 10 in the second leg, 3, 5, 6 in the third leg, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10 in the last leg. $60 for a full unit, anchoring the best back runner in race number 2 tonight. Back to Better Than Quick. This one owned by Roslyn Stud, so looking to get a bit of that sponsorship money back. trained by John and Josh Dickey. Lovely filly this, again by Better's Delight out of Rona Lorraine from a great family. 2 starts at the end of her 2-year-old career, both winning runs. First up, I think we tipped her out at the park, and she paid great money when she beat Gotta Go Electa Bet. And then she beat Zach Maguire, who's a really good horse in his own right, good enough to run third, beating a nose in a sire stakes heat at Cambridge last Friday night when they went 153. This filly was put aside back as a 3-year-old filly. Watched her work with Bodine Beaufighter on Sunday morning it was here, and she worked nicely. She's had 2 workouts this time in. I think she's getting fitter. Barrier 8's not ideal with a favourite drawn inside her, but gee, she's not far off the mark tonight. Stable always get them up and ready to go, and this filly looked very well tonight. So 8, Better Think Quick, the main danger to the favourite. Urban Tiger, if the boys can have a look at runner number 9. This one with Brett Mangos. I reckon this is one of the best maiden fields going around for some time at the park. Urban Tiger going around in any other race bar this race would be favourite tonight. By Better's Delight of Tiger Dion, of course owned by Pam and Lindsay Turner, along with the Shadbolts and the Hansons. He was a workout winner last Wednesday at Pukekohe. Went a reasonably good time. By Better's Delight again, won the second row, being the only horse on the second row. There he is in the red colours on the outside of Art of Gold. Won the second row is not the worst draw for him because he is the only horse on the second row, and if Mango wants, he'll get off the market pegs pretty quickly. So I put Urban Tiger in my top 3 on just the trials and workouts performances I've seen, and hard to not have a spot for Appassionato. Just talking to Logan Hollis off screen, said the filly's not far away. She hasn't raced since the beginning of July, but she's had a workout and quite happy with her. Not an ideal draw for her tonight. She likes to go forward in her races, and there's plenty of gate speed here. So Appassionato, one to follow in upcoming weeks. Of course, won a race as a 2-year-old filly. That race penalty-free. Gets back into maiden company in her 3-year-old resumption. For me, 5 is special tonight. On top to beat 8, 9 and 7. 5 to beat 8, 9 and 7. Aaron's numbers in race number 2 tonight. He's with 8, 5, 4 and 3. He's got Better Think Quick on top in front of Bodine Beaufighter, Booming Jet and Zanzibar Babe. And Zanzibar Babe is the stablemate of the favourite. David Butcher will take the drive. Filly by Rock and Roll Hanover. Nice draw. Placed behind American Flyby at Cambridge last Friday night. And saying that, was beaten around about 3 lengths. Of course, New Zealand Cup rankings out this week. And Chris and me on top, obviously, with interesting runners that race on Friday night. Arden Rooney and Franco Ledger. Arden Rooney, Franco Ledger both go round at Melton on Friday night in a free-for-all, I believe. And that race, I think, is at 11:30 tomorrow night. Arden Rooney, Franco Ledger, along with Philadelphia Man. So make sure, if you want to watch those Cup contenders, they'll go round tomorrow night at Melton at 11:30. Heading towards the New Zealand Cup in November. Arden Rooney, probably a little bit disappointing this time in so far, but the camp looking to get him back on track. Arden Rooney. Of course, Lance Wood Lizzie's ranked 12th in the Cup. She goes round tonight. Hoka Punter, he's ranked at 8 and Sky Major at 7. So 3 of the top 12 in the rankings go round tonight at Alexandra Park in the Spring Cup. And of course, that race has been put back 1 race, so that race will kick off at 9:40 tonight. Aaron Waters, I come to you, race number 2 tonight. We talk about these $12,000 maiden races week in, week out as being very good form races because they tend to run very quick times and trainers target them. $12,000 stake. It's a very good stake on offer tonight, and it's presented a really good field.
Yeah, it certainly has. I've gone Better Think Quick. Winning form's good form. She won 2 as a 2-year-old, of course. The Better's Delight to filly. Raced by Rosalind Studd. It's their race as well. Joshua Dickey did win from this draw. When was that? Back on the 22nd of May, so you can certainly overcome a bad draw. She's out of the Group 1 winner in Rona Lorraine, so she's on top. Better Think Quick. Just note too, the removable deafener's on her tonight. 5, Bodine Beaufighter. The trial form around him's been strong. 4, Booming Jet. Plenty to like about what she's done in 2 runs thus far. And Zanzibar Babe, a tidy debut at Cambridge last Friday night. 8, 5, 4 and 3.
Well, they'll be on the mobile for the second tonight. The Rosalind Stud Mobile Pace. Favourite will start in the green colours from barrier number 5. He'll be in the blue helmet of Zach Butcher, stablemate Zanzibar Babe, barrier 3, and the yellow cap of David Butcher. Good luck with the investments in race number 2. Here's Aaron.
Thanks, Craig. $1.30 around Bodine Beaufighter on debut. The Bettor's Delight Colts. They work into the lane. 2,200 metres. Better Think Quick, the unbeaten filly. She's up on the outside with the green light flashing. They're underway. Vinland comes out strongly to be one of the early leaders. Up onto the speed is Booming Jet and also Bodine Beaufighter. Real Cyclone will saloon up and secure the trail as they turn onto the stables corner. They're followed by Zanzibar Babe and then Urban Tiger. Getting back in the field is Art of Gold. Better Think Quick's been taken back into the field. And to her inside, Appassionato, who just galloped at that point as they head out to the 1800. And this lovely type by Bettor's Delight, the debutante Bodine Beaufighter. Zach Butcher doing the driving. Sends the favourite on to the top end. A length and a half, Vinland, Real Cyclone. They're followed by Booming Jet. Away from the mark is Zanzibar Babe. Urban Tiger into the 1-1. Then Better Think Quick around Art of Gold. And back last, Appassionato. 44 and 6 the lead time, so he did have to do a bit of work, but he wasn't doing too much tempo out park for the early part. Bodine Beaufighter, he's relaxed nicely in the lead. 1,400 to go as he sweeps across the showgrounds turn over Vinland and Real Cyclone. Zanzibar Babe inching closer up on the outside parked, and Urban Tiger 1-1. That's around Booming Jet. Better Think Quick is on the back of Urban Tiger in the running line, tracked up by Appassionato, and to her inside is Art of Gold. 1,200 to go. 32 and 9 the opening quarter. Roslin's Mobile Pace and Bodine Beaufighter will work down to the Judge Bell and 1 to go over stablemate Zanzibar Babe doing it tougher out parked, and Vinland in the trail. 1-1 Urban Tiger, another debutant by Bettor's Delight. Real Cyclone the inside as they work the stables corner. Then the unbeaten filly, Better Think Quick. She's only a half a dozen lengths off the favourite as they pace to the 850 metre mark. She's racing on the outside of Booming Jet, and the last pair of Appassionato on the outside of Art of Gold. 32 and 7 was the second quarter, so a 44.6 lead time and a 65.6 half. Bodine Beaufighter on debut. No wonder he's got the ears pricked in front. He leads by a length. Zanzibar Babe around Vinland. Urban Tiger 1-1 around Real Cyclone. Better Think Quick. She'll have to get a move on now. She's about to work into the race. They're followed by Booming Jet, Appassionato, Art of Gold off the back. Bodine Beaufighter. Round to the 400, the third quarter posted in 29.4. Zanzibar Babe. Here's Better Think Quick getting around Urban Tiger 4 wide. Then Vinland waiting the passing lane. Art of Gold and Booming Jet homeward bound. Bodine Beaufighter a length. Better Think Quick coming strongly. Vinland on the inside and further away Zanzibar Babe and Real Cyclone. Bodine Beaufighter in front. Vinland. Better Think Quick. They come strongly now. Bodine Beaufighter. Better Think Quick lunges, but will come up a half a length short. Bodine Beaufighter beats Better Think Quick, and Vinland third. Then Real Cyclone fourth. Zanzibar Babe was the next. They were followed by Art of Gold, Appassionato, Booming Jet and Urban Tiger. 247.3, 27.5 the quarter, 56.9 was the last half. Bodine Beaufighter, related to a Jules winner, of course, and Bodine Boas, and a Bodine Beaufighter on debut. A son of Bettor's Delight, look good in the run. Better Think Quick. She'll come up a half a length short here for Joshua Dickey. She's powered home strongly on a good last quarter. Vinland had the run of the race. He'll secure third, and Real Cyclone, who settled 3 back the inside throughout, come through to make up the first 4. Roslin's Mobile Pace. We'll hear plenty more about this big boy, Bodine Beaufighter.
Official placings, race 2, the Roslin's Mobile Pace. 582-136. 582-136. Horse 5, Bodine Beaufighter, paced the 2,200 metres in 247.29. A mile rate of 22.3. Last 800 in 56.9. 427.5. The margins are neck, 2 lengths, 1.5 lengths. 582-136. Race 2, Rossland's Mobile Pace.
Bodine Beaufighter on debut, most impressive here. The relation to the Jules winner and Bodine Boas, the half-brother to Bodine Boas, who's doing a great job now in the west of Australia. Raced by many of his connections too in Lincoln Farms Limited. IA Middleton, D. James, MJ Berriton along with Brian Rabbit. Breeder W.D. Kennedy in the ownership along with J.R. Dias. Ray Green trained at Pukekohe. Zach Butcher back at the head of the field. Paul Barry down there, part of the victory celebrations. A horse that we'll hear plenty more of, I'm sure of that. Bodine Beaufighter, very impressive on debut. 8 Better Think Quick for second. Better's Delight Rona Lorraine, 3-year-old brown filly for Roslyn Stud Limited. John and Joshua Dickey trained at Clevedon. Joshua Dickey. And 2 Vinland for third. American Ideal Bay, 3-year-old filly out of Sagrantino. HR along with Mrs. SF Kaplan, the owners. Logan Hollis, Shane Robertson trained at Pukekohe. Tony Herlihy. Bodine Beaufighter number 5, $1.50, $1.30, $1.50, $1.30. 8 Better Think Quick, $1.30, $1.30. And 2 Vinland at $9.90, $9.90. Quinella, $2.10, $2.10. Trifecta, $56.60, $56.60. And the first 4. $428.80, $428.80. Early double 6 and 5, $4.60, $4.60. And the concession 6 and 8, $3.80, $3.80. Race 3 on the program tonight, the Streamline Freight Handicap Trot over the 2,700 metres for a stake of $13,500 to open a double. And that race with the new start time of 7:42. Don't forget to pick up your edition of this week's TAB Best Bets, available in the main foyer in the Centennial stand for a special race night price, covering off all the action here tonight and then tomorrow and through Saturday and Sunday. This week's edition of the TAB Best Bets available in the main foyer of the Centennial stand for a special race night price. Go and grab your copy now.
I'm going the way of Dinah Vickers here. Dream Collector, though, his record at Addington, second to none. 23 wins from 33 here on the track. He just loves the joint, doesn't he, Dream Collector? The 6 Trust Issues got that into run third, ahead of 1, No Mention. Look, other dogs in the race there. Homebush Chopper will certainly create a bit of interest. Got home at long odds last time. Homebush Howard has put together 2 in a row recently. Bit of a step up for the dog today. But as we've seen all night, we've seen dogs just stepping up to the next grade and winning again, but Homebush Howard, it'll be a big surprise if Homebush Howard can beat a field of this calibre. Karen's Magic out there in box 5, just not going good enough to win this race, I don't think. Izzy Bale, since the Waterloo Cup, he's got a couple of awful races. Now we know he's better than that, Izzy Bale, but here at Addington he's had 15 starts, just the 2 wins and the 4 minor placings. He hasn't performed that well on the track, but I'll go Dinah Vickers to beat Dream Collector, putting in trust issues and No Mention, and that they're about to be caught over behind the boxes for the Christchurch Casino Stakes over the 520, and let's hope this is the first of many clashes between these 2 top greyhounds, Dream Collector, Dinah Vickers. This just might be clash number 1. Let's hope we get plenty more of them, because they certainly create a lot of interest, don't they? But looking at the tote, 220, Dinah Vickers gone favourite now, 220, 270, Dream Collector. Let's have a look at the option betting, 210, Dinah Vickers, 240, Dream Collector, and they're about to be called into the boxes. Just about write your own ticket for the rest. I think the third favourite at about $9 now is Trust Issues, has gone third favourite on the book, $12.80 on the tote. So about to be called up for the Christchurch Casino Stakes, this one, over the 520. No Mention, Homebush Chopper, Karen's Magic, Izzy Bale, Dream Collector, Homebush Howard, Trust Issues, and Dinah Vickers. Dinah Vickers in the pink, Dream Collector the black and white. Should be a tremendous contest. Last couple have been positioned. Green light is through to the control tower. The bunny's set in motion, and they're about to break. This is race 11, set, ready. And racing, best out would have been Homebush Chopper. Now going up there, Dinah Vickers, he's whipped round the outside quickly, followed up there by Trust Issues. Now Dream Collector's in trouble, and well back there, Homebush Howard down the back. This is all over. Dinah Vickers has grabbed the lead and puts 5 on them. There followed Homebush Chopper, round the outside, No Mention, gap the others. Further back there we go to Izzy Bale, down on the inside, Karen's Magic, Dream Collector was checked out of it, well back, Trust Issues, up they come though. Dinah Vickers by 6 or 8. Dinah Vickers getting away to beat Homebush Chopper. No Mention, gap then, Dream Collector has done particularly well to get up for 4th. Izzy Bale was next there, followed further back by Karen's Magic, Homebush Howard, Trust Issues, and that was one of the last there on crossing. There we have it. Dinah Vickers just got that clear run round the outside of them, and that Dream Collector got a nasty check down the straight the first time, and that Dinah Vickers right on top of the lure here. He's got away down the back and he's bolted in. Homebush Chopper, 1 No Mention. Then we go to 2 Dream Collector. Just forget the run there, Dream Collector. We might see it here. It was just badly checked out of the race and the run down the straight the first time. But let's take nothing away from Dinah Vickers. He's a good one. Dinah Vickers, a black dog by Barcia Bale at a Kristen Bale, raced by B Wheeler, trained by Craig Roberts at Christchurch. And I think we're going back to you, are we, Ryan? So race 12, in fact, Mark Cookson's joined us. So a very good evening to you, Mark, and certainly hope you've witnessed that race. That was a beauty. But race 12, we were back with a call at 7:34.
Good on you, Trev. Certainly saw that with Dinah Vickers. Far too good. Won the Waterloo Cup last time to the races, and seems like we'll stay across this side of the Tasman in terms of that invitation to this year's Melbourne Cup. Craig Roberts indicating that with the close proximity to the New Zealand Cup Carnival, but that was a very good performance in race number 11 on the program. We'll have the official dividends for you, in fact, right now as we take a look at those. And we get set for race number 12, which will come up for us at 7:34, an early finish for a Thursday night to greyhound meeting at Addington. Dinah Vickers paying $2.20, $1.20 for the place, $6.50 for Homebush Chopper, No Mention at $3.20. Quinella $38.40, Trifecta paying almost $400. First 4, $716.80 on race number 11. The first leg of the TAB double out of Addington Raceway as we continue on that program with just the one still to go, but as usual we'll be back there tomorrow. It's my chance to be saying good evening to you. Great to be with you on TAB Trackside 1 Thursday night under lights. It's a bit of a late one tonight with the meeting back there at Alexandra Park, and that's where we go now. Craig Thompson on track for Spring Cup night, and we're about to go through the Whale Watch and the Hit Out Hopefuls. Nice to be joining you, Craig.
Yeah, very good evening to you, Mark. Nice time to join you. Of course, Great racing ahead of us here at the park, but our head-out hopefuls on Whale Watch, they come up on our next segment. We're going to highlight a couple from Addington and one from Timaru. Start off our first of our head-out hopefuls for a horse that ran third at Addington last week, Mark, and was in a race that we highlighted the winner in Benicio. Have a look at the horse that is currently 4 back on the fence in the Dunn colours, Jeff Dunn colours. Her name is Gina Grace. Now she goes to tomorrow night at Addington in race number 1. Thought it was a really good race this, because this is a strong field. Benicio wins this race. Articulate runs second. She runs third. She's angling to the middle of the track now. Gets home strong for third. She is a full sister to Linda Lovegrace, and they run home in 58 seconds.
It's Benicio in front. Articulate's a length and a half away. Benicio kicking well. Articulate's taking some ground. Benicio's a length in front. Articulate's going to run at a time, and Benicio won it. Has beaten Articulate and Gina Grace third.
Yeah, good video to show, wasn't it? There was a strong field and a good form race. Have a look at the horse that's last here. Brilliant Strike. Well, he was just brilliant. Smoked them in front here and with Johnny Cox aboard. The horse that's last and coming, I'd say 9 wide on the home bend in a very quick quarter is Art Union. I think he's a great bet tomorrow night. He goes around race number 9. I think he's near enough a pick 6 anchor tomorrow night. Art Union on a quick last quarter makes up good ground.
Next is that guy Finn, but Brilliant Strike is back, and back better than ever. Bella Luster and that guy Finn for second and third. Brilliant Strike, brilliant, beat Bella Luster. And
yeah, Brilliant Strike was brilliant. Art Union was very good, very hard to make ground on a very quick last quarter when you're coming 9 wide. I think tomorrow night the race sets up a lot better. So Art Union, a good bet tomorrow night, goes round race number 9. This week's Whale Watch is a horse that I thought was extremely unlucky in its last 2. Very unlucky at Addington last week. The horse is buried back on the fence. He goes to Timaru race 3 on Sunday afternoon. His name is Bugsy Malone. He's 4 back on the fence here. And as you see, when we roll on the tapes, he never gets a go.
Quarter's been a bit willing. Elsa Luster leads half a length on Miss Judgeford. 4 wide Monkey Puzzle. 3 wide Ashdale Maid. 5 wide Shillelagh. Held up both Go One Better and My Boy Lollipop. Third quarter 30.4. Elsa Luster collared down the middle by Shillelagh. Go One Better get through. Born to Delight and Rock Diva run on, but Shillelagh's gone clear below the 100 metre mark. Just being reined along by Dexter. No need for the Shillelagh. Rock Diva speeds into second. Shillelagh won at a length, beat Rock Diva. Go One Better and Born to Delight. Then Beale Street.
Yeah, forget he went round, put the line through that run. And his prior run where he ran 5th, again, unlucky there. It's a race sets up nice for him on Sunday. I don't think the odds will be overly big because, as I say, he's been a highlight horse in his last 2 starts. But I think he's a good way to build a bank on Sunday. Of course, playing into that $100,000 pick 6 Sunday afternoon, so make sure you get involved in that. I'm pretty sure with the amount of dead money, I think around about $60,000 carried forward, it will well and truly exceed that $100,000. All fixed odds are out at the moment for tomorrow night. So 6 o'clock they came out, all fixed odds out, and the feature tomorrow night, the open class trot Stent has come up a $1.60 favourite tomorrow night. So get involved. You can run your multis through tonight at the park, on to tomorrow night at Addington. Greg O'Connor, Mark McNamara will bring you all the coverage in from Addington tomorrow night. Mark, those are our Whale Watch and Head-Out hopefuls for this week. Let's hope the punters can get $1 like they did last week.
Yeah, certainly made a bit of money there on Benicio last week, Craig, so thanks very much for that. It was a really good performance, and I tell you what, those markets are out, and Art Union, $1.65 in race number 9, currently with the Tab bookmakers in Petone. And the feature trot race, you're right about that, Craig, they've got a really nice field, the Metropolitan Trotting Club assembled for their feature trot, and it's open now, option 807, with Stent $1.60 for the Great Trotter's Return, Mist Banks Peninsula, and looking back on it, with Shimon finishing about 50 or 60 metres behind, that was a pretty good decision. We'll resume on Friday evening, tomorrow night, same with Master Lavros, who's at $3.50. Currently with TAB bookmakers, out to $9 for Jags Invasion and Habibdi. King Kassler, New Zealand Horse of the Year for the Trotting Girls, $11 for the 6-year-old mare and its resuming run for Craig and Amy Edmonds. That's option 807 for tomorrow night's feature trot at Addington. Will kick off the second quaddie at the Met. Race number 7, option 807 for the feature trot, 809 for Art Union's race, the penultimate tomorrow evening. Those markets out now in your TAB branch or agency. or at tab.co.nz. We've got Shepparton upcoming here on TAB Trackside 1. We've just got one more race to come from the Christchurch Greyhounds. That's due at 7:34. But this one from Shepparton, it's a Grade 7 event over the 450 metres. Number 8 in the book is Beauty Sleep, who's looking to go one better from its most recent effort. It was a debut winner. It's had the 4 starts. That first victory came at Horsham back on the 25th of August. Has done one more race at Horsham and one event at Shepparton since then. That effort here at Shep was a 4th in a non-tote graded event. The 4th was beaten 6 lengths by Bull Boar. And most recently at Bendigo ran second to Cool Springs, about a length and a half behind the winner on that particular occasion. So it's coming back here to Shepparton, where it's been unplaced for that one run, but it was for a 4th. Here, it's looking to go one better and get that second win on the board. Beauty Sleep, currently at $2, so it's come in with the tote punting at this stage, commingled with Victoria on win in place. Dog number 2's Dunbro Fergus. It's only had the 2 starts, but it was successful at its second run at Geelong out of box number 3 in a 26 and 30 for the 460 metres on that occasion. Back 10 metres to the 450 here around a similar track at Shepparton in the 4th event. Matt Nichols has tipped it on top, dog number 2, Dunbro Fergus, as it looks to go from a cosy trap on top for Matty Nichols, and more money comes for it, but it's still going to close up as the second favourite to Beauty Sleep, who will jump from the outside box. We'll take you on track for our next out of Shepparton. Redcliffe will follow with the 5th event there at our Queensland harness venue. But now to Shepparton, meeting 33, race number 4.
380 Dunbro Fergus, so 210 130 Beauty Sleep, 380 Dunbro Fergus, who was a Geelong winner last start. 720 Proven Crown, drawn the inside, being placed at its last 4. And they're the 3 that are in single figures as they get ready, race 4. So moving in here, favourite jumps from the outside box here. Beauty Sleep, $1.90, $1.50. 430 Dunbro Fergus, 640 Proven Crown. Tantrum Tommy is 860. Green light, it was on its way. Race 4, favourites drawn the outside. Beauty Sleep, they're set and they're off, and it bounced well. Beauty Sleep showing good speed. Shay Midi, and it leads it early ahead of kicking through Dunbro Fergus and wider Emmy's Boy Badger. They're followed by Beauty Sleep, who's starting a sweeping run around them. Next, Madeline J, a gap in the field to Miss Bryony, and then Proven Crown and Tantrum Tommy. But Dunbro Fergus got the rails run and kick right away here. It's 5-6 lengths in front of Shay Midi, running on Miss Bryony, but Dunbro Fergus bolted it in. Beat Shay Midi, who holds the second in front of Miss Bryony. Photo 4th, Emmy's Boy Badger or Proven Crown. Then came Madeline J. Well, Beauty Sleep didn't finish it off at all, and it's finished well back and last in Tantrum Tommy, and it's a terrific run, 25.42. Number 2, the winner, Dunbro Fergus, makes it 2 wins in a row here, and that was a terrific win by number 2, Dunbro Fergus. Didn't begin all that.
2 beats 3 and a photo still for the 3rd and 4th placing. Dunbro Fergus closed up the second elect at around about the $4 mark and was the top tip for Matt Nichols from the TAB. Second elect in the market, and that's its second win at start number 3. At the start, Redcliffe for race number 5, meeting code number 24, kicks off the quaddie. The remainder of this quaddie from Redcliffe will be on trackside 2. So make sure you're catching that. This one, class 3 and 4, to kick off the quad. Favouritism with runner number 10. That's Il Cavallino. This horse was a last start winner, and that came here over the 1780, won by a length and 3/4, trained by Wayne Graham, and Shane will take the drive, as he did for that last start Redcliffe win, the daughter of Al Sue, out of Rapton Red, who's a fake left mare, and it's currently at around about $3.60 or $3.80, was $4.30, but has just come in terms of the win movers. Second best backed is Hot Shot Anvil in the hands of Matthew Nielsen. This horse has placed twice from its last 5, but they've been third placings, so certainly looking to get back in terms of winning form. It's only had the 8 wins from 80 starts with the 24 minor placings. Matthew Nielsen drives for Graham Gavin, and it'll come off the second row in behind A Touch of Fluff, who's on the pole for John Chicken. It's a $12 chance currently. And Hotshot Anvil will come off the back of that in our next out of Redcliffe. John Brash, as they score up for race number 5 on the card, has gone 10 El Cavallino to beat 7, 9 and 6. 10, 7, 9 and 6. The next for us after Redcliffe will be back at Addington Raceway for the final event. But here's John Brash for meeting code 24, race number 5.
Harness racing tomorrow, a later start there, 3:14 the first local time, 9 races, then back to headquarters 10 on Saturday night from 6:03. Just about ready. Race 5. All set, ready. Green light. Racing now, A Touch of Fluff on the inside. Began only fairly in the centre, well away, Tuxedo Max and Lord Jones showing speed. Just behind them was It's You Not Me, A Touch of Fluff holding the spot on the inside. Il Cavallino got a good run through from the second line. It's up running 5th, but 3 wide around that first corner. Or Tuxedo Max galloped, went up, challenging for the lead. And in front was Lord Jones, but quickly Il Cavallino around the outside early is going to go to the lead. Il Cavallino crosses onto the marker pegs. 2 lengths in front of there's another galloper, Boom Boom Hall. Out of the straight in a full stretch gallop. Tuxedo Max still galloping. They're both out of play. Il Cavallino from the second line is in front at the end of half a lap. Leads by 2 lengths over Lord Jones. Striding up third the outside Midnight Lights. Fourth the inside was A Touch of Fluff. Tracking up nicely then on the outside It's You Not Me in front of Hotshot Anvil. Followed by the Brazen Jasper. Then Tula Dawn. Last of the main group was Boom Boom Hall, and basically being retired was Tuxedo Max. Lead time 31.3 as they run down the side at the 1150 metres mark, and it's the favourite Il Cavallino calling the shots. 30.6 the first quarter. Il Cavallino leads by a half length over Midnight Lights. Lord Jones is third on the inside. It's You Not Me goes up into a 1-1 trail. A Touch of Fluff is 3 back the inside in 5th, being covered the outside by the Brazen Jasper. Then came Tula Dawn. Over on the inside Hotshot Anvil, and last of all was Boom Boom Hall. By the judge, 850 metres to go. Il Cavallino held together by Shane Graham. A half length in front. Second up on the outside as they leave the straight was Midnight Lights. Third on the back of the leader, Lord Jones. Second quarter was running 30.9. Fourth one out in one back, It's You Not Me, followed by A Touch of Fluff. Then the Brazen Jasper. Hotshot Anvil awkwardly placed. 4 back the inside. Tula Dawn now eases out. 3 wide to start a run, and Boom Boom Hall pushes up in the centre. They arrive at the 450 metres mark. Il Cavallino looks to be travelling strongly out in the lead. Got away by a length and a quarter. Midnight Lights under pressure. Lord Jones lost the back of the leader under pressure. The Brazen Jasper comes to the outside with Tula Dawn, and then came A Touch of Fluff. 29.2 the third quarter. Il Cavallino straightens 2 lengths in front. Midnight Lights boxing on with Lord Jones. Tula Dawn to the outside. Then the Brazen Jasper and A Touch of Fluff, but he gave Il Cavallino more. Rain skip 3, 4, 5 in front. Midnight Lights boxing on, but it's Il Cavallino. Too good again. Il Cavallino by 4.5. Second home was Midnight Lights. Later on the inside, Hotshot Anvil or A Touch of Fluff. Followed by Lord Jones, the Brazen Jasper. Then Boom Boom Hall. Beat a couple to the line. They were Tula Dawn. Father run on out wide. It's You Not Me was last in, and being retired was Tuxedo Max after galloping early in the race.
$2.40 and $1.40 for the place for the winner. El Cavallino just continues to improve. That's now 10 wins from 57 starts, and this time's won by over 4.5, whereas last time won by a length and 3/4. Continues to improve, does the daughter of El Sue, out of a wrapped in red this time in. That result to come after the first leg of the quaddie from Redcliffe on meeting 24. Here at Addington Raceway, we've just seen the feature event of the evening, being that duel between Dream Collector and Dinah Vickers. Today, Dinah Vickers back after the Waterloo Cup up north, back in Christchurch, and successful. Another very nice victory for Dinah Vickers in the third leg of the quaddie. The numbers you need, 2, 5 and 8. 2, 5 and 8 in this final event on the program. 2 Chipolata, 5 Paper Bond, and 8 Dinah Vickers, the numbers you require to be alive. And to 1 Look at Lucy, 148. 2 only got time, 71.90. 3 No Knowing 61, 4 Homebush Errol 161, 5 Mystic Action 102, 6 Replay 59, 7 Opawa Opal 158 and 8 Spider Girl at 163. Number 6 Replay is the Replay dog we're going to look at today. Draws box number 6, drew the black and white in box number 2 last time out.
Just off heels there, we've got Expect a Lane now. Replay's got the rails run, a little gap out wide, Hampton on tap around the corner, and these two favourites have dashed away, but Replay's got to the front. Replay will beat No Pride. Butterbean to third, they're followed by Expect a Lane. That was
G did well to avoid the traffic bear at a box number 2 last time to the races. Did Replay, did really, really well actually, and was left on the rails with that clear run to run a nice do a nice performance, but does get up in class to meet the Class 4 greyhounds which have been grouped in here. Does Replay. Looks to make it its 7th win here at the track. It's at $4.70 into $4.30, $4 with the bookmakers, and support 2 for dog 3, No Knowing. Back with you, Trev. How do you see us out here in the final race?
It's a good even field, isn't it, Mark? But 6, 8, 7 and 1 for me in this final event. I'm with Replay. We've seen 1 or 2 tonight jump a grade and get home again. So it's a real up-and-comer, this Replay. It's a tricky draw, I know. It's not going to be easy, but I've got it on top. I thought Spider Girl might go a good race off box 8 tonight. I put her in. Then I went 7 of Power Opal, generally hitting the line strong. And look at Lucy, probably will appreciate the inside draw, so she can jump and run at times. Only got time, hasn't got much box speed. We'll be looking to get out at some stage. Gee, the three's been well backed in most of the multiples. It's not quite the favourite in the quaddy, but it's favourite in both the treble and the double. No Knowing, and it's downgrading for this. Homebush Errol. Just don't think it's going good enough to win. A Mystic Action, not really known as a sprinter, but I think it'll be just an upset if one of those 2 win, but I think any one of the other 6 can win. 6, 8, 7, 1 were my numbers, and I think Mark has touched that the favourite way home in the quaddy is Replay, about $59, but only just. No Knowing 61, 71, only got time. They're the top 3, and they're moving into the boxes here for the final event. A wee bit of a later start tomorrow, around 12:30, I think it was. 12:32, in fact, 12:32 tomorrow afternoon. We're back here for a 12-race card. It's been a good night of racing tonight. The Snowy Muscle, Energy and Fertility Dash, the last couple are in. The green light is through to the control tower. The lure rolls. Set, ready. And racing, best out was No Knowing, straight to the front, No Knowing, and they're followed, now coming around wide, Spider Girl, right up there, Mystic Action, between those is Replay, they're followed further back, look at Lucy, but No Knowing is nicely clear, and up they come, No Knowing will score. Then we've got Replay, third the outside, Spider Girl, close up, Mystic Action, they're followed further back there, look at Lucy, behind Look at Lucy, Homebush Errol, and that was back there with only got time towards the tail of the field. No Knowing the winner, 3 the white, and that jumped superbly, and that put 2 or 3 on the Merley, and was just too good. No Knowing the winner, and we'll get there. We'll beat the 6 Replay coming through the centre, over on the outside Spider Girl, the 8, and not far off them the 5 Mystic Action. Hasn't got a bad race. 3, 6, 8, 5, and the winner 3 No Knowing. A Blue Bitch by Scott Excited out of No Best is raced by Galen Turnbull and Gary Cleve, trained by Gary Cleve at Rangiora. He gets another. I think that's his 3rd tonight, Gary Cleve. McInerney's got 4, I think, and Jean and David Fahey get a couple or 3 as well. So it's been a good night of racing, and we do it all again tomorrow, and we'll catch you at about 12:32. Meanwhile, a big thanks to Karina, my director, and the rest of the trackside crew, and we're about to get Pete's call. So back to you shortly, Mark. Here's Pete to wrap the last. Good night to you all.
And the result of the last, the Snowy Muscle, Energy and Fertility Dash. 3, 6, 8, 5, 1, 4, 2, 7. The winner is number 3, No Knowing. Second, number 6, Replay. Third, 8, Spider Girl. And the 4th placing to number 5, Mystic Action. Now the winning time is 17.26. The lead up was 5.88 and a run home of 11.38. Margins 4.5 lengths, half a length and half a length. So that is race 12. It's gone to number 3, No Knowing. We'll be back again tomorrow with our first race a little bit later than usual on a Friday at 12:32. So on behalf of Nigel and Graham from the judges box, it's good evening to you all.
So it was backed in. Could be plenty of multis there with No Knowing. 370 and 190, Replay 160 and Spider Girl 350. 3, 6, 8 and 5, Quinella 670, Trifecta 141.10, and the first 4 paid 986.10. Double 8 and 3, 460, 8 and 6, 320, Treble $21.10. This result's confirmed, so clear to pay. Quadrella 2, 5, 8 and 3, 61.50 and 61.90 was the place 6. Back tomorrow at Addington on TAB Trackside 2. 4 minutes away, Alexandra Park race number 3. Craig, we're back with you.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Race number 3, Streamline Freight Handicap, trot over the 2,700 metres. Down the bottom of the book is where you're looking for favouritism. Oral Gal, $3 a book, $3.70 the tote. And Lucky Fortune, $3.20 the book, $3.50 the tote. Very keen on runner number 9, Lucky Fortune here. I thought it's a nice horse. Let's go back and have a look at its last run at Alexandra Park and have a look at the horses that finished in front of it here. We'll pick them up at around about the 400 metre mark. The horse that I'm highlighting in the Golden Mane, one of the best looking trotters going around in New Zealand. Little but pretty. Last on the outside, its name is Lucky Fortune. Thought it ran on nicely in front of in behind some very good open class trotters.
The race now, then Regal Petite, Lucky Fortune, 30 seconds, neat the back straight quarter. Real Mini, and he's got the ears prick coming onto the corner over Charlemagne Whitney. Sir George Grey, any old way, Lucky Fortune to the outside. Real Me and Charlemagne right there, they go stride for stride. Whitney passing lane. Sir George Grey and any old way. Charlemagne, Real Me in the inside. Charlemagne, Real Me and Whitney late on the passing lane. Charlemagne, Real Me in, kicks hard. Charlemagne, Real Me in, they hit it. Oh, very, very tight. Charlemagne maybe just...
It hadn't raced since the end of May, and that was in the Jewels when it fell in the race that King Denny took out the Jewels. Needed that run and was downgraded after it. Drops into a Class 2 tonight after taking on the near open class trotters in a C3 and faster front last week. Sweating up a bit tonight, like it may need one more, but I caught up with its trainer Andrew Neal just to see how it's progressing. Andrew, you got 2 in tonight. Let's talk about Lucky Fortune first up. The run at Alexandra Park was quite good last up.
Yeah, it was a good enough run first up from the Jewels. So, yeah, I was happy enough.
Since that run, has he improved with his work? And, of course, he was downgraded after that run, so he comes back in the handicaps 10 metres. It looks a really good race from tonight, 2,200 metres. I was presuming the manners are good.
Yeah, he's always fractious in the first start when he's fresh and coming back, and so he was fresh up and weighing it all up. His run was okay, but he was, it was a hard task a fortnight ago for him to say he was going to get up and beat those ones. But he has run on good, and he'll be fitter for the run.
Let's talk about Delight Brigade in the Spring Cup tonight. A lovely horse again. I thought at Cambridge of 30 metres it was a hard race to get into it. Your winner Risk was very good, but when you're chasing those fast times from a big handicap, it's never easy.
No, I was quite happy with him, weighing it all up, and from the handicap, he ran on as good as he could. I think his time was the same as Risk's off the front, just about. He's gone. I think he's probably getting back to something near his old form. He's probably never going to get back to his best because he's getting older now and overcome a few injuries. But he is getting back to something nice, and I can see him winning a race in the next 3 or 4 starts. But saying that tonight, the class is pretty steep, and if he could just lob in there on the fence and run 3rd or 4th, I'll be really happy in that company.
Talk about Risk. He's not in tonight. Are we likely to see him in a couple of weeks in one of the bigger races?
Yeah, I think we'll just give him a few days off and just let him get over that run last week, and he'll line up here in the Holmes DG in a fortnight.
Mate, you've got 2 very good chances tonight. Good luck with Lucky Fortune and Delight Brigade in the Spring Cup.
Good, thanks, Frank.
Andrew Neal, stable going really well at the moment. Of course, Risk was very good in winning last week, and great to hear that he's heading towards the Holmes DG in a fortnight at Alexandra Park. That race, with most of these runners tonight going round, and maybe a couple of others. We might get 8 and 9 in the Holmes DG in a fortnight's time. That race will be the 16th of October. Just back to the winner of the last race, Bodine Beaufighter. Caught up with trainer Ray Green and asked him where they're likely to go, and His immediate reaction was, geez, he's still very green. He half waited for them, but they're going to go to the size stakes here on the same night as the Holmes DG. So Bodine Bow fighter, he chucked in the deep end. He'll take on the proven runners, the likes of Motown, and if Artform and Kamani back up, it's going to be a very good heat. That'll be on the 16th, the same night as the Holmes DG. My numbers here, Lucky Fortune on top. I thought it was a good chance to beat Opawa Speed, the best value in the race. Runner number 5, he paid way over his last start. 10 Mob Star and 8 Royal Gal. For me, it's 9, 5, 10 and 8. Aaron's with 9, 8, 2 and 10. Let's head upstairs to Aaron and get his call on race number 3.
Key as the Square Gators face up to a starter Frank Phelan. Just one on the move on the front tape here. That was Princess McKendon. Been straightened up now by Tony Hurler here. Gintara's to her inside, pouring the ground as Ventimiglia. Right, the barrier strands released, they're off. Mob Star safely on the trip from his back mark. He's a wee bit unsteady in his gait and he's losing a bit of valuable advantage now. He's in a trot, but he's about 10 to 12 lengths off the second to last horse, Ventimiglia, who's galloped in the early stages. Others underway. Donny Wood went on to the lead, but galloped going into the showgrounds turn. So Princess McKendon through to lead. Gintari's 3 or 4 lengths tall beyond, now up to third. Then All Royal Gal and Lucky Fortune, the two favourites safely on the journey, tracked up by Yuldy Boys, Opawa Speed and Ventimiglia. 4 lengths now to Donny Wood and Mob Star, with Donny Wood back at the tail as it worked down the lane. And Princess McKendon in the streamlined freight trot leads a length and a half over the stablemates. Gintara's second and third Tour Beyond. Now moving forward, All Royal Gallop on the outside to have a play for the lead. Morris McKendry will take the race favourite on to the top here. In fact, the second favourite is the race favourite Lucky Fortune, tracks her into the race. Followed then by Yuldy Boys. He's back in fifth as they work the stables corner. On his back is Opawa Speed, then Ventimiglia, Mob Star, and Donny Wood in a break of 6 lengths back last. Lucky Fortune about to work around All Royal Gal as they trot into the back straight. A length and a half. Princess McKendon now relegated back to third as the showy Chestnut takes over through the back. They're followed by Gintari's and Tour Beyond. The lead time clicks off in 1:28.5. 3 lengths off the back of Tour Beyond as Yuldy Boys, then Opawa Speed, Ventimiglia, Mob Star, and Donny Wood the last. Turning off the back and on the showgrounds turn again, and the race favourites on top, Lucky Fortune. Leads by 1 3/4 second favourite All Royal Gal has the favourites back, and 3 back Princess McKendon, then Tour Beyond. Moving forward, Opawa Speed now parked, and Ventimiglia to the 1-1. Back on the inside, then Tour Beyond. Gintara's in front of its stablemate. There followed Mob Star. Back in the field, Yuldy Boys and Donny Wood, 32 and 9 the opening quarter. Through the lane they come with just on 1,100 metres left to go. And Lucky Fortune, the Bryland Boys 5-year-old, about to take them into the final circuit. Opawa Speed up on the nickel, second and parked. All Royal Gal third and trailing 1-1 Ventimiglia. Then Princess McKendon 3 back on the inside of Mob Star. Gintara's the inside of Yuldy Boys. Then came Tour Beyond and a couple off to Donny Wood as they trot out to the 800 metre mark. Lucky Fortune taken on by Opawa Speed, second quarter 32.9. Opawa Speed right up on the nickel, and he's going to drive the Wizard onto the lead here. So Lucky Fortune will ease and take the trail rather than race him through the back. Ventimiglia's up to third around All Royal Gal, Mob Star 1-1. Princess McKendon on the inside, then Yuldy Boys on the outside of Gintari's Tour Beyond. Stands the lead 8 lengths as they turn off the back straight, and 2 lengths Donny Wood. Opawa Speed 400 to go. Back straight quarter 28.1. Lucky Fortune on its back, then Ventimiglia, All Royal Gal, Mob Star starts his claim. Further away in the field then 2 Yuldy Boys. Homeward bound Opawa Speed. Lucky Fortune off his back now. Then All Royal Gal for the passing lane. Mob Star down the outside. Lucky Fortune goes to Opawa Speed. All Royal Gal. Mob Star's putting in a great claim out wide. All Royal Gal snuck up the passing lane though. All Royal Gal breaks away. Mob Star up for second. Big run. They were followed Lucky Fortune third, then Opawa Speed. Gintara's the next, Yuldy Boys and Tour Beyond. Further back in the field, Princess McKendon, Ventimiglia. And back with that was Donny Wood, 332.5 off the front. We'll trim that up with a 10 metre handicap. With All Royal Gal, the Magic Man, Morris McKendry, slipping through on the inside. Will pick up a performance incentive bonus tonight here too. Big Run Mob Star, after being a wee bit uneven early in the race, he's found the line attractively for second. Lucky Fortune, good run for third, and Opawa Speed will box on to take the fourth position. 29.9 was the final quarter, and the half completed in 58.0.
Official placings, race 3, the Streamline Freight Handicap Trot. 8, 10, 9, 5, 1, 7. 8, 10, 9, 5, 1, 7. Horse 8, All Royal Gal, trotted the 2,700 metres from a stand in a handicap and a net time of 3:31.6, mile rate of 26.2. Last 858, 429.9. Margins 1 1/4 lengths, 1 3/4 lengths, 2 3/4 lengths. 8, 10, 9, 5, 1, 7, race 3, Streamline Freight Handicap Trot.
Back at the head of the field with a fanfare indicating the performance incentive bonus struck by her owners AD and IM Newman. Congratulations to you. Career win 5 at start 41. Her third victory under the ribbon of light here at Alexandra Park. A Monarchy 5-year-old bay mare out of Royden Action. Bred by Royden Lodge Stud Limited. Keith and Rob Gibson. Robert Dunn trained at Woodend Beach, and the Magic Man, Morris McHenry, secures the third on the program, the Streamline Freight Handicap Trot. Pat Gubb down there, part of the victory celebrations. Ten Mob Star for second, Sundon Star of Perno, 7-year-old brown gelding. Raised by Mrs. SM along with SJ Cornwall, Mrs. EG along with DJ Luke. Steve Cornwall trained at Pukekohe, James Stormont. 9 Lucky Fortune for third. Bryland Boys, 5-year-old chestnut gelding out of Howes Lucky. Raced by AP Neil. Andrew and Lynn Neil trained at Cambridge. Andrew doing the driving. 8 All Royal Gal, $3.30, $1.70, $3.30, $1.70. 10 Mob Star, $2.20, $2.20. And 9 Lucky Fortune, $1.70, $1.70. Quinella, $12.20, $12.20. Trifecta, $44.60, $44.60. Trifecta, $374.60, $374.60. And the early treble on the program tonight, 6, 5 and 8, $17.60, $17.60 for the early treble. Race 4 opens the middle treble. The Gold Ace at Neverly Stud, Mobile Pace, Scratch 2 Everlasting Grace and 12 Soul Man. And we race with the new start time of 22 minutes after 8 for race 4.
and over $20 for the remainder. That'll jump on Saturday at 2 minutes after 4, the running of the Linwood Park Spring Sprint. The running of the Livermore Classic, which is the race following, that's due at 4:38. The running of the Livermore, and you're getting $4.50 for Ponderosa Miss, $5 for Addictive Habit, $7 for Benzini. Looking forward to that race, of course, the Livermore, and obviously we've heard of the new plans from Alan Sharrock in terms of Coe and the new Triple Crown that the horse will go for. Okay, greyhound racing is our next port of call on TAB Trackside 1, the 10th of 11 coming out of Warragul. It's a grade 6 event. Dog 2, which is Nikita's Nitro, has been scratched, so that box will be vacant. That leaves a bit of room for number 3, 1 Mid, to come across. Matt Nichols has got it in for second. He's gone 5, 3, 1 and 8. 5, 3, 1 and 8. So Ravenwood on top for Matt Nichols. It's coming into favouritism at $3.90, whereas 1 Mid's out to $4.90 and $5.80 for runner number 7, which is Where Are We, who's been out of form of late since running second at Terrelgan 3 starts ago. Almost on start time here for this one. We'll see the tips of our race caller here at Warragul ahead of the 10th of 11. You can see Matt Nichols 5, 3, 1 and 8 for Matt. And for Peter Eustace, Pete's gone on top. Looks like we've got a 12 race card at Warragul, so we've got 10 and 11 coming here on trackside 1, and race number 12 will be coming up on trackside 2. Selections here, 6 on top. Tiki Cloud for Peter Eustace, 6 to beat 5, 7 and 3. 6, 5, 7 and 3. A $6.20 chance in Tiki Cloud, who's been out of form since winning 5 starts ago. It's been unplaced since, but Peter Eustace thinks it can pick up a win here. It's been left out of selections for Matt Nichols. So 6, 5, 7 and 3 for Peter as we join him on track for the 10th at Warragul.
4 days at least. Now they're called up. Go Zabo, back from a season, leads them up on the inside. 1 Mid in 3, Ravenwood in 5, Where Are We in 7. Very open race this, but Ravenwood is outright favoured for Andrew Wood at $3.20. Just the 7 runners with number 2 out and not replaced. Where Are We in box 7? Kilometre the previous winner at huge odds, something like $38 on Super Tab without Marby. Set now. And away, 1 Mid just slightly slow out of boxes. Getting out fast was Loves It to grab the lead, but taking it off at Ravenwood. Ravenwood burst away by 2 lengths to Loves It, and Go Zabo the inside. A little deep, Where Are We? Getting in behind them, Tiki Cloud. Running off the track, 1 Mid, and Futurists a bad last. They turn though, and it's Ravenwood in front. Loves It to the outside, the river danger. Ravenwood loves it. Ravenwood in front. Oh, might have just beaten Loves It. There's not very much in that. Flashing, Where Are We? And just behind it was Tiki Cloud. 1 Mid was out wide on the track. Back behind them, Futurist and Go Zabo ahead of it. And the time, 23 and 28. Could go 23 and 28. 23 and 28. Number 4 Loves It. And they put number 4 up as the winner. Number 4 Loves It has got it in the last bound here over number 5 Ravenwood. Number 4 over number 5, and 7's got third, which is Where Are We? 4, 5, 7, and waiting on the 4th number. Looked like it might have just run.
So Loves It in the blue box has got the prize in the blue rug. 4, 5, 7 dividends to follow there from the previous event at Warragul. We're back there for race number 11. That's due at 16 minutes after 8 on a 12 race card. We'll stay with the dogs. We're less than a minute from the 5th out of Maitland on TAB Trackside 1. Karoma Storm is a $4.10 favourite. Number 2 Joy Bell Magic's at $4.60. 5's for number 4 Kicking Rocks. And then out to $7.20 for number 7 Explosive Range. We're on the meeting code of 30 for race number 5 at Maitland. Still some time to get your money on for this particular event. Johnny McDermott, he's gone Joy Bell Magic, runner number 5, runner number 2 on top in the 5th to beat 6, 8 and 7. 2, 6, 8 and 7. Speaking of the 5 dog, it's been beaten, not by much there at Warragul on race number 10. 4 Loves It took the prize, $9.60 and $6.70 for the place Over 5 Ravenwood at 2.30 and 7 Where Are We? No third. Quinella 15.60, the trifecta 244, and the first 4 paid 810.60 on 4, 5, 7 and 6 at Warragul. Into $2.90 now for Joy Bell Magic. The money continues to come for the runner drawn the black and white. $4.70 for Kicking Rocks. Can another blue dog get home? As you can see, it is the National Race Day at Hong Kong this evening. Sha Tin, of course, they raced on Monday and racing here on Thursday, so it's a bit different in Hong Kong this week, racing Monday and Thursday. The 5th event from Sha Tin sees number 1 Metallic Star as a $4.60 favourite. A reminder, commingled win place in Quinella on Hong Kong with the home tote. Here's Maitland, race 5.
Winsome Prince back on 2014 on the 13th of November last year. Our second line coming up, all placed away, the green light going through. Powers on the bunny up to the boxes, set to jump. Ready. Racing now, Joyful Magic straight out the lead. Von Costa Khan moving up to join it. Kicking Rocks goes to third. Checked a little bit, Joyful Magic. And then came Explosive Range running to the bagger, and then Gold Sapphire followed by Karoma Stormer. A good way back to Diddy Checker, and Mary Cam at the tail of the field. The leader Von Costa Khan, Kicking Rock second, 2 lengths away to Explosive Ranger, and then Joyful Magic followed by Karoma Stormer and Diddy Checker around the turn, and over on the inside Explosive Range coming after Von Costa Khan. Explosive Range has beaten either Von Costa Khan, Kicking Rocks, Joyful Magic, Karoma Storm, Diddy Checker, and then came Mary Cam, and one of the last to pull up Gold Sapphire. It's done a bit too good right along the inside. He tracked those 2 leaders up to the turn. He took the shortcut and he's gone home too well. Number 7 Explosive Range. 7 the winner, Explosive Range. Not much in it between the 4 and the 9. 9 and 4. 2 will be 4th. The winner, Explosive Range, by Fabregas, Caesar Surfy, and by the board and Pillar Racing Syndicate.
That's the 5th win at start number 20. 5th win at start 20 for Explosive Range, a black dog by Fabregas out of Shee's Surfy. We'll have that result shortly there from the 5th event out of Maitland. Trackside 1 takes you off to Sha Tin inside 30 seconds from race number 5. We join the team up in Hong Kong.
Lucky Place going down, being a bit of a naughty boy so far, and is being walked down by Jackie Tong. Hopefully Jackie Tong has still got a bit of a fillip after that victory in an earlier race here on the card, the first on the card, so he's got plenty of energy to jog this one down to the start, because he might need it. But not playing ball at the moment, Lucky Place. There's Unique Joyful, currently a 6.2 chance. So we've got a bit of a delay here as we wait for the recalcitrant Lucky Place to make its way down. There's Metallic Star, getting one more chance to get in the frame for me. Been a trifle disappointing so far, having been dropped in grade. Now there is Lucky Place. Jackie Tong has got back on board. I think it's not that far away now from the 1400 metre start, but it's still got a little bit of catching up to do, unfortunately. Just heading off down the back straight now. There's horse number 9, Born to Win, who I think with the antics of this Lucky Place is possibly even more likely now to lead up. Lucky Place could have maybe given it some competition for the lead, but I think it might have got rid of quite a bit of its energy, behaving badly at the moment, this Lucky Place. It's not ideal for the rest of the horses, actually, because it's a very warm and muggy day. That rain that Brett was talking about hasn't eventuated yet. Brett, any sign of it in the sky, or still this doesn't look too bad?
No, it looks quite fine at the moment, John, dare I say it. Obviously there's not a lot of breeze around today, so the weather is sitting pretty stagnant above us. Yes, the old app has come good again, hasn't it, so far? It's still telling me that there should be some rain around, but
100% chance, you said.
Well, that's that's what it says. Yeah, that'll be going in the delete bin. Right, they're moving up here for the 5th, and it's the first leg of the 6-up this afternoon here at Sha Tin. Very open race, second leg of the TT. Plenty going in the first leg, 274,712. Some late money for Tracker down the bottom, 62 to 44. Born to Win's down to 5.4. Unique Joyful's now favourite at 5. 5.3 Metallic Star, 5.9 Gallant Triumph, 5.4 Born to Win, 6.1 Floral Spur. So very wide market. Now Amazing Always to come up. And we're just about set for a start, race 5. Plenty of hopes looking at the dividend board, 1,400 metres. First leg of the 6 up, ready, and they're off, and they're Brokers 1. Planet Giant with initial pace charging forward to lead them. Tracker's being ridden hard. Floral Spur away quickly with Born to Win 4 and 5 wide, and then None Other from Lucky Place. Metallic Star drops in, 1 off with cover. He's about 4 or 5 lengths from the speed from Good For You, and then 2 back to Gallant Triumph, Unique Joyful, Smart Gain. Reunited is 3rd last from Arbo, and 2 back last of all to Amazing Always, who's 12 lengths from the leader, and Born to Win takes it up and slides down the side of the course at the 800. 3-4 lengths in front from Tracker. He's going very quickly, Born to Win. 6 lengths in front now from Tracker. Floral Spur in 3rd, and then Lucky Place, Planet Giant, None Other, followed by Metallic Star, and then Good For You, Gallant Triumph, Unique Joyful being niggled at, Smart Gain, Arbo. He's 15 lengths off the leader, Arbo, with Reunited, and Amazing Always. Born to Win in full flight as they corner in. 4 in front from Floral Spur, Tracker, None Other, Metallic Star, and then Gallant Triumph. Further out on the track is Arbo. He's starting to get weary now, Born to Win. 2:20 out. None Other quickly pounced on him. Metallic Star's coming late. Then Gallant Triumph. Floral Spur can't go on. It's in front, None Other. Metallic Star's the only danger, but None Other keeps up a strong gallop. He's holding Metallic Star, and None Other went on to score from Metallic Star. Third's a photo, Gallant Triumph, or Good For You at 100 to 1. Close up Reunited from your Unique Joyful, and then Amazing Always, followed by Arbo. Born to Win stopped as if shot, and then Smart Gain. Planet Giant, Floral Spur weakened out noticeably with Tracker and Lucky Place. Well, John Blantz right onto this, None Other. Gate 1, Neil Callan over Metallic Star. Now, who got 3rd? Gallant Triumph by a whisker over Good For You, and then Amazing Always. There's Floral Spur way at the back there, so he hasn't fired a shot, but None Other arrived here rated in the 80s. 15 starts, never been in the first 4, often trialled well. Today he's brought it to the track, and he was under double figures. 3-1-5 Metallic Star, Gallant Triumph 3rd, Good For You.
So 3-1-5 and 12, 3-1-5 and 12. None Other for Neil Callan came off the inside barrier and delivers the son of Ifraj out of Fitzy for Tony Cruz, and Neil Callan successful in race number 5. Race 6 at Shartin kicks off a double, class 3s, and it comes up for us at 8:30 on trackside 1. We've got the next event from Redcliffe. They are getting set for race 6, 1 Cavill Ridge at 2:20 for Daryl Graham with bookmakers off the pole. 360 for Modern Chick in the hands of Shane Graham. 360 total elect out to $4.20 on option 256. Could be Modern Chic. We'll find out with Johnny Brash. 750 for number 7 Miss Rockabella will come off the back of Cavill Ridge. So a bit of support there obviously with a very handy type. It comes off the back of in this next race out of Redcliffe. Shortly to John, they're at the start. 7 explosive range in the previous at Maitland, $5.90 and $2.60. The second dog was number 9, Von Costa Khan, $2.90 and 4 Kicking Rocks at $1.20, $7.942. Quinella, $66.20. The trifecta, $782.40. First 4 was not struck with a double, 8 and 7, $17.50. The concession 8 with 9 at $15. There's a good look at Cavill Ridge, who's placed in its last couple of starts. First 4 guaranteed at $7.50. Of course, we've got bonus first 4s tonight at Alexandra Park to celebrate the second heat of the Kiwi Punters Championship in Auckland at the park tonight. So bonus first 4s of $2,000 injected. So a reminder about those as we go through the program. Getting set here at Redcliffe though, Modern Chic second favourite behind Cavill Ridge as we join John Brash for the call.
3 on that occasion, then third at Albion Park behind Storm for the Boys. Cavill Ridge has been placed its last 2 starts at Albion Park behind Don't Break My Arc and also Special Art. It's $2.20 the tote, $1.85 fixed price. Modern Chic $4.20, $4.80 fixed. Miss Rockabella should get a nice trail through if Cavill Ridge happens to hold the lead. It's $8.47 fixed price. Gareth, if I could just mention, don't forget the Queensland Harness Racing Awards coming up on Sunday night, the 11th of October. And tickets are $75 a piece. And it'll be held at the Kedron Wavell Services Club. And you contact the Redcliffe Harness Racing Club here if you'd like a ticket to the Harness Awards coming up on Sunday week, the 11th of October. And all tickets have to be purchased by next Wednesday. They need to know final numbers by next Wednesday. So contact the club here at Redcliffe for your tickets to the Queensland Harness Racing Awards night to be conducted on Sunday week, the 11th of October. Moving forward now, $1.85 fixed price, Cavill Ridge, $4.50 Modern Chic. Gate comes around the corner. Thanks, Mike. All ready to run race 6. Cavill Ridge, gate 1, the fave. Green light. Racing now, Cavill Ridge off the inside left quickly. I'm a Sea Storm showing speed. Modern Chic caught 3 wide going into the first corner, followed by Miss Rockabella, Just Julia. Then came Long Road to Fame, Chiller Breeze, Munro second last, and taken off the gate back to the tail of the fair was No Fixed Address. Cavill Ridge and Darryl Graham, the favourite, lead up the side the first time. The second favourite, Modern Chic, is 3 wide now being sent forward by Shane Graham. Shortly will be up without cover. I'm a Sea Storm in the centre. Miss Rockabella is 4th over on the inside. 2 lengths away then to Just Julia in front of Long Road to Fame. Third last Chiller Breeze in front of Munro and 2 off to No Fixed Address. Last 11.6 was the lead time as they run down the side at the 1100 metres mark, and only 31 won that first quarter. It's Cavill Ridge doing it easily out in front by a half length over the second favourite Modern Chic. Miss Rockabella getting a soft run third the inside, and I'm a Sea Storm 1 out and 1 back. 2 lengths away on the outside was Just Julia in front of Long Road to Fame. Next over on the inside was Munro, covered by Chiller Breeze, and 2 off to No Fixed Address at the rear. Running by the judge, 850 metres left to travel, 1 round remaining, and it's Cavill Ridge, the favourite in front. Has done it pretty easily in the van. Cavill Ridge leads by a half length over Modern Chic. Third the inside, Miss Rockabella. 1 by 1 was I'm a Sea Storm, followed by Long Road to Fame, then Just Julia, Munro, Chiller Breeze, and still last No Fixed Address. Short of 600 metres to go. Cavill Ridge snuck away in front, got a length and a quarter in front. Under a little bit of pressure was Modern Cheek. Third the inside, Miss Rockabella. Now out starting a run was Long Road to Fame, followed then by I'm a Sea Storm. Further back in the field, Just Julia, Chiller Breeze and Munro. Down the side, 29.5 the third quarter. On top was Cavill Ridge. Trying to kick back in the centre was Modern Chic. I'm a Sea Storm comes up wider, followed then by Chiller Breeze and Miss Rockabella are out to aim up for the sprint lane. Cavill Ridge under pressure. I'm a Sea Storm on the outside with Modern Chick. The inside, Miss Rockabella. Here's the go. I'm a Sea Storm out wide at the lead. I'm a Sea Storm. I'm a Sea Storm has won from either Modern Chic, Cavill Ridge, Miss Rockabella bursting through Long Road to Fame, not that far away. Followed further back in the field to Munro with No Fixed Address. Then came Just Julia, and towards the rear was Chiller Breeze. Number 3, I'm a Sea Storm for Matty Ducks, the winner, at $12.50 and $2.90. Number 3, I'm a Sea Storm. Matty Ducks, the winner. We stand by for the minor numbers to come through. Second has gone to number 9, Chiller Breeze, Grant Dixon. Third, 5, Modern Chic, Shane Graham. And fourth, number 7, Miss Rockabella for Gary Whittaker. 3, 9, 5 and 7. 3, the winner, I'm a Sea Storm. Matty Ducks has beaten 9, Chiller Breeze, Grant Dixon.
So the numbers posted, 3, 9, 5 and 7 on race 6 from Redcliffe. 3, 9, 5, 7. Race number 7 will be a non-broadcast race, and the final leg of that quaddie will be on TAB Trackside 2. Apologies for putting you wrong. In the previous there, we did take the first 2 legs of the quaddie. Next race will be no TV. 4 minutes away from our next live broadcast event from Warragul on TAB Trackside 1. It's due in 4 minutes. Early favourite there's number 7 Sun Choice at 370.
Enjoy the thrill of harness racing with Stonewall Studs Racing Syndicate. 5 syndicates to choose from as little as $100 per month. Be part of the fun and excitement when your horse steps out under the lights. Contact Jill at stonewallstud.co.nz. Off the Track returns with Brendan McCullum, one of the country's favourite sporting sons who is building a new future in racing. McCullum's sporting prowess includes rugby, and we get a definitive answer on whether he upstaged a current All Black at his own game.
We played together in one team, and in that instance I was selected in front of him, so I don't know who...
You dine out on that? Is that
Yes, every time it comes up I get a little smirk across the face.
Who was that All Black legend? Find out Trackside 1, 7:30pm on Monday, October 5, when Steve Davis presents a new season of Off the Track.
Of course, Off the Track is just one of a number of shows returning to Trackside in the next week or so, including the return of Weigh In. Weigh In returns this coming week, and this week's panel to kick off a brand new season and a bit of a new look. Jason Fleming and Bevan Sweeney are on the panel with new host Karen Fenton-Ellis. It's back, Weigh In, this coming weekend. It's a new time of Sunday morning, where there'll be a wrap-up of feature racing from Hastings, of course, Livermore Day, and also Riccarton Park, star performers from the midweek, how the Kiwis are doing overseas, and a discussion of the issues currently facing the New Zealand racing industry, and there's plenty to talk about, I'm sure you will agree. That's Weigh In, that's back. Off the Track is on its way back. Dog Zone's returned, and also the box seat back next week with Michael Guerin, Craig Thompson and Greg O'Connor. Check your listings on tab.co.nz. Click on the TV schedules for more information on our returning shows. We've got Warragul, race number 11. That's around about 90 seconds from now. Meeting code 32, race number 11. It's a 12-race card. You've got dog number 4 at $4.80. That is Snow Mistake. Snow Mistake was a winner here 2 starts ago, won by 2 3/4 over Hip Hop Emmy. And it's just the favourite ahead of number 7, Sun Choice, who was a winner here 5 back, has placed twice since then, and they've come 2 3 starts ago. It's at $4.90 and $2.40 and $5.10 for number 3, Spoil the Party, who was a winner 4 back, and since then's placed just once. That was at Terrelgan, was 6.5 lengths behind the winner on that particular occasion. Selections here at Warragul, will be taking you there shortly, but we'll grab the selections of Matt Nichols. He's gone 7, 3, 1 and 5, 7, 3, 1 and 5. Peter Eustace has gone dog number 5, our second elect, which is Anna Teros, who's first up since May. He's got it on top to beat 4, 7 and 8, 5, 4, 7 and 8. There are your Hong Kong dividends, none other, trained by Tony Cruz and ridden by Neil Callan, delivers at a $10 price. Meeting code 19, race number 5. We're back there at 8:30 for race 6 out of Sha Tin. Next from Alexandra Park, that's due in 6 minutes from now. Of course, we're back a race, so we've got the new start time of 10:58 for our final race on Spring Cup night. The lack of a vet on track at Alexandra Park has meant the meeting has gone back one race on Spring Cup night. Andrew and Lynn Neal took the honours last year with Beyond the Silence. They do have a runner this year, but it's going to be tough to beat the Barry Purdon pair. Barry's pair are first up in Lancewood Lizzie and Sky Major in the feature, and that's a bit later on here on Trackside 1. As Thursday night continues, we take you to Warragul.
$3.40. Acquitted comes up, Spoil the Party, Antiros, and Sun Choice in box 7. Evens come up. Arvo's Leo, Snow Mistake, Fallen Star, You Know Ray, Green Light On, Bunny Rolling, Set to Run, and away they go. Acquitted on the inside has begun quite nicely. He'll just lead them, but You Know Ray is going out quickly to challenge on the first turn, and Fallen Star splits the pair. Behind them, Sun Choice, the favourite, and then Spoil the Party by 3 or 4 lengths to Antiros. Second last, No Mistake, and last is Arvo's Leo. They turn now. Fallen Star out in the centre of the track goes clear of Acquitted and You Know Ray. Oh, he's getting tight. Fallen Star. Acquitted came again. Acquitted, I think, beat Fallen Star. Close for third, Spoil the Party, who rattled home with You Know Ray, and just behind them was Antiros there at the finish of the affair. Snow Mistake was never a winning chance in the race with Arvo's Leo, and they've run 23 and 28, a close finish. 23 and 28. Number 1's got it. Number 1 Acquitted has got it. Number 1 in the last bound over number 6 Fallen Star, and third number about to come to hand. Number 8 You Know Ray, 168, with Acquitted getting the money here in the last hop. Acquitted by Dinah Lachlan. They'd have charged me for the... should have.
Really good finish there. The leader, though, fading pretty late, will have the official dividends on the 11th in just a few moments. We're 4 minutes away, though, from race number 4 here at Alexandra Park. Craig Thompson, Killer Queen, is a 210 favourite with the bookmakers, 190 on the tote.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Nice field this one is for the class 1 to 3 paces. Killer Queen hasn't raced for around about 5 weeks, but when she was last here, went around about a 156 mile, beating Heart of Dixie that night. David Butcher takes the drive again tonight for Ray Green. We'll catch up with him very shortly. We're going to go back and have a look, though, at its last start performance when winning here. And this is a good video to show because the horses that run second and third in this race both go on to win the next start. Let's have a look at Killer Queen winning at the Park last start.
2 in the 1-1. Then Miss Lara Sahara Zona, 29 and 3, the back straight quarter. And Everlasting Grace, the last. Killer Queen for home. Cyclone Kate right there. Love as a Drug. The passing lane runs about to come now for Big Bar. Here she comes through, and then Heart of Dixie, Sahara Zona, Killer Queen going well. Love as a Drug on the inside. Heart of Dixie, Killer Queen though. Shane Butcher. This has been a nice drive off the top end, and Killer Queen too. Good for Heart of Dixie, Love as a Drug. Cyclone Kate fourth, then Sahara Zona, Everlasting.
It was a nice video to watch, wasn't it? The subsequent second and third horses both have gone on to win. Of course, that was Shane Butcher aboard David on tonight. Nice draw. Barrier 5 has gate speed, so deserves to be favourite at that $2 quote, Killer Queen. Just hearing that Tony Hurley here coming back with Better Be Perfect, got a flat tyre, and they'll look to change that tyre on runner number 6. Apt time to catch up with trainer Ray Green with his thoughts about Tuapeka Sky and Killer Queen. Ray, in the 4th you've got 2 runners. Let's talk about Tuapeka Sky first. Very good win last start and comes up with a nice draw tonight.
Yes, I'm pretty happy with the way she's trained on. Should race pretty good again tonight, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with her.
It was a nice one last start. Has her work been good since the win?
Yeah, she's, as I say, she's trained on really well. I don't anticipate anything different to last time, really. It's just a question of is she good enough?
On the other hand, Killer Queen, we haven't seen her for 6 weeks. I haven't seen her at the workouts, Ray. How forward is she tonight?
She's probably not, well, definitely not as fit as the other one. She had a little paddock accident and lost 2 weeks' work, but she's a class filly, so she'll overcome that, I think. The class will prevail.
Mighty impressive last time she was at the races, Ray. They went about 2-3 for the 1700, which equates to about a 156 mile. Do you feel as a 3-year-old filly now that she's strengthened up?
Yeah, she's definitely growing, and time will tell, hopefully. She'll morph into a Oaks filly or something. I'm sure she will.
Let's talk about your open class pacer in Besotted. He's had the one run back now, and gee, I thought you would have been mightily pleased with the way he performed.
Oh, look, I thought he'd go good, but I didn't think he'd go that good. And he's trained on really well since he trialled here on Sunday, and Zach Butcher drove him, and he was very impressed. So, yeah, we're pretty happy with where he's at the moment.
Tonight, standing start, 10-metre handicap. They're tricky races, those 6-horse fields from a stand, but what's his manners like?
He's adequate, I could say. He's not going to be a brilliant beginner or anything, but he should step away okay. Yeah, he'll hope if he steps away with them, I'll be happy.
All going well through tonight. We'll head to the Homes DG in a fortnight.
Yeah.
No late entry fee into the New Zealand Cup at this stage?
No, it's too tough a call for the amount of time he's had off, and he hasn't really. You've got to be pretty race hard to go into a race like that, and half of them will come out of it on their knees. So I don't want him to be one of them. So there's plenty of races for him.
Appreciate your time tonight. You got some really good representatives in, and all the best with Basotto in the Spring Cup.
Thank you, Craig.
Yeah, one of the nice fellas, Ray Green, always obliging with his time, and they've had a win already tonight with Bodine Bowfighter in race number 2. Good chances here with Tuapeka Sky and Killer Queen. Hearing through from the racing desk, sell $10,000 on Killer Queen at the 2.20 into even money, $2 at the moment, runner number 5. My numbers are 5, 3, 6 and 7. 5, 3, 6 and 7. Can tell you that Tremaine Thorby was quite bullish on Better Be Perfect. We won't have time to play that interview prior to race number 4, but he said the horse, sectional-wise, was outstanding behind Shandale and Kamani. He actually made ground on those runners in a very quickly run half, 54 half last start. So Better Be Perfect. He thought an each-way chance. Race number 4, just drawn awkwardly at barrier number 6. A lot better on screen at the moment. Runner number 7, trained by Anna Donnelly. Ran third last start behind the Faithful. Had to sit parked out. I thought it was a good run, and it's paraded very nice as well, going through the birdcage tonight. This one owned by the Arguses. That resuming run will strip at a far better horse tonight. Most of its form left-handed, but that was a good run right-handed, first placing in 6 starts at the Park last start. Runner number 7 a lot better. For me, it's 5, 3, 6 and 7. 5, 3, 6 and 7. Aaron's with 5, 6 and 7. Change of tyre with runner number 6. Better Be Perfect, Aaron.
Yeah, there was. That's been completed, so he's back round at the muster, so we'll be up and behind the mobile here shortly. Killer Queen, for me, yes, was very good back in mid-August when winning. She's been given a freshen up since then. 6, Better Be Perfect, comes out of that Shandale Art Form race where they paced home in better than 55. 7, a lot better. Ran into the Faithful fresh up. Have taken plenty of benefit out of that. And I did make my long shot of the night, was $18 with the bookies today. And that being Tassie's Devil, another one that comes out of the Shandale Art Form race. And they came home in 54.9, beaten only 5 lengths. If he was to get a nice soft trip here, Tassie's Devil, definite chance at big money.
Thanks, Aaron. Behind the mobile for race number 4 tonight. Good luck with your investment. Favourite is starting from barrier number 4. Is in the green colours. Stablemates in 2 and 4. Zach Butcher has the blue helmet on in 2. David, the gold cap in barrier number 4. Into $1.90 late, the favourite Killer Queen. Here's Aaron.
Thank you. And the Gold Ace at Neverly Stud. Gold Ace, Bettor's Delight's richest down under Entire. The winner of 16 group races, including 6 at Group 1. On a Sire Stakes final, Yearling Sales Series final, New Zealand Derby, Harness Jewels, all in his 3-year-old year. Green light is up. They're often racing. Platinum Poker out fast with Culinary Delight. Better Be Perfect on the journey fast. Tassie's Devil gets a lovely drag through from the second line. Killer Queen, the race favourite, will now take 1-1 cover as Culinary Delight takes over onto the stables corner. Then a lot better back in the field with Tuapeka Sky, Concord, Bourbon Street and Sakura to be the last. They pace out to the 1850. Culinary Delight, James Stormont takes it up by 2. Platinum Poker, Tassie's Devil through to third. Better Be Perfect will drop for a marker line run now. As to the race favourite Killer Queen, so the first 5 all against the marker line. Up on the outside then a lot better as Killer Queen once again comes away from the markers to give a lot better 1-1 cover, and Bourbon Street takes up the leeway on the marker line. Tuapeka Sky, Sakura, Concord, he did something wrong through the back. He's detached by 4 lengths, 43 the lead time. Off the back and sweeping across the showgrounds turn. Culinary Delight 2.5, Platinum Poker, speed is good. Tassie's Devil third, 4th and parked is Better Be Perfect around Bourbon Street. So Killer Queen, the race favourite, David Butcher now with 1-1 cover. A lot better on its back as Tuapeka Sky looks to come forward 3 wide. In fact, Zach looking to flush out a lot better. Sakura the inside and 3 to 4. Concord 30 and 9 the opening quarter. Culinary Delight and the Gold Ace at Neverly Stud down to the Judge Bell and 1 to go. Over Platinum Poker ran Tassie's Devil. Better Be Perfect, inching up on the outside, fourth and Park. Bourbon Street, the inside of Killer Queen. Then A Lot Better, to a Pekka Sky, Sakura. And still 4 lengths away to Concord the last as they pace out to the 800 metre mark. Culinary Delight making every post a winner, 29 and 3 the second quarter. Leads by 2, Platinum Poker, Tassie's Devil, Better Be Perfect, still out Park. Then Bourbon Street away from the markers there as Killer Queen couldn't keep on to the back of Better Be Perfect. The race favourite here might be in a bit of trouble. Back on the inside, Sakura, they're followed by A Lot Better. DJB's trying to get this favourite to lift. She's not finding anything. Then 2 Pekka Sky and Concord. Off the back, Culinary Delight. The back straight quarter will be electric. And 28.4 it was. She leads by 3. Better Be Perfect around Platinum Poker. Tassie's Devil, a big chance. He's about to get into it 3 wide. And further back, A Lot Better. Homeward bound, Culinary Delight. Better Be Perfect. Tassie's Devil down the outside. Then Platinum Poker, A Lot Better. Better Be Perfect strides onto the lead. Tassie's Devil's a 3/4 away on the outside and starting to launch now. Here's the Devil. Tassie's Devil his name, and he hits the front and he's home. Tassie's Devil beats Better Be Perfect in a very tight photo second here with Concord getting home. Then came A Lot Better. To a Pekka Sky. They were followed in by Platinum Poker. Then came Culinary Delight, Bourbon Street, Sakura back, and the race favourites finished last. She found nothing through the back, 242.6. The final quarter, 30.8. And 60, make that 59.2 the last half. Tassie's Devil. Third up this campaign, the Lismara 6-year-old. Ben Butcher for Pukekura County trainer Robbie Hughes will get the win. Very, very tight second. Better Be Perfect, Concord. A Lot Better will make up the first 4.
Official placings, race 4, the Gold Ace at Neverly Stud, mobile pace. 9, 10, 6, 7, 3, 1. 9, 10, 6, 7, 3, 1. Horse 9, Tassie's Devil, paced the 2200 metres in 242.63. Mile rate of 158.9. Last 859.2, the 430.8. The margins 1.5 lengths, a nose, a half neck. 9, 10, 6, 7, 3, 1. Race 4, Gold Ace at Neverly Stud, mobile pace.
Judge Graham McLennan makes it all official. Tassie's Devil picks up his 4th victory tonight at start 35, raced by DJ Watt, PL Watt, and Mrs. HM Watt. Lismara, 6-year-old bay gelding out of Taz's pocket, bred by Mrs. M.I. Donaldson. Robbie Hughes, trained at Pukekura County, and Ben Butcher gets the job done in the Gold Ace at Neverly Stud mobile pace. Derek Moore, the breeder of Gold Ace and co-owner down there, part of the victory celebrations. Gordon Robertson, steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, also in those victory proceedings. 10 Concord, Jeremy's Jet, 5-year-old bay gelding at a Pacific Image for second, raced by P.I. and Mrs. P.M. Renwick, along with S.J. Reid, Stephen Reid, Summer McMillan, trained at Pukekohe, Stephen Reid, and 6, Better Be Perfect for third. Better's Delight, Perfecto Bell, 6-year-old brown gelding. Butterworth Racing Syndicate, the owners, Tony Hurley, the trainer and driver. Tassie's Devil, number 9 at $14.80 and $3.30, $14.80 and $3.30. 10 Concord, $3.10, $3.10, and 6 Better Be Perfect, $1.50, $1.50. Quinella, $98.60, $98.60. Trifectory, $1,108.30. $1,108.30. And the first four, $3,858.20. $3,858.20. 8 and 9 in the double, $50.80. 50.80. 8 and 10 concession, $7.70, $7.70. Race 5 tonight opens the $25,000 chase in pick 6, a double and play 6 in the Cameron Shaw 18th birthday handicap trot, our feature square gating event on the program tonight. There are no scratchings. The new race time at 12 minutes to 9 o'clock.
Travelling well within himself. He's let down well and he's gone on to win strongly in the end by a length of a quarter, 3/4. 10-4-9-1.
So 10-4-9-1 from Hong Kong on race number 6. 10-4-9-1. The place getting jockeys. Both Kei Cheong and Jack Wong have a bit of history in their careers in this country. Dividends to follow. I'm not sure if that was a pickup ride or not for Chad Schofield, as Matthew Chadwick was injured at the barriers before an early race on the program, and he rode this horse previously, runner number 10. But Chad Schofield on sensation today, and it delivers in race 6. Race 7 comes up at 9 o'clock from Sha Tin in Hong Kong. And at the previous at Alexandra Park, 9, 10, 6 and 7 with Tassie's Devil successful at a double figure price as we get ready for race number 5 there, which will kick off a pick 6 guaranteed at $25,000. And as Craig mentioned earlier, massive carry forward and jackpot through into Sunday's pick 6, which we expected there at the Far Lap Raceway, Timaru, that meeting swapping with the Rangiora. So it'll be Timaru, the Far Lap Raceway, this coming Sunday, where we'll see a massive pick 6 with almost $60,000 carried forward, as it was not struck last week. So a guaranteed pool of $100,000 to get you up and running this coming Sunday. Of course, it's going to be a good day of punting with the Sunday meeting Turnbull Stakes Day at Caulfield. That'll be this week. Looking forward to that. It might be Sunday at Flemington, isn't it? Saturday Caulfield. Anyway, Melbourne's feature day will certainly be this coming Sunday. Coming up to Maitland, race number 7 on the program on the meeting code of 30, due in a couple of minutes. Both dogs 4 and 6 are backed towards favouritism. Currently, the support is with Dynamic Goodwin, but it could quickly wane back towards number 4, which is Super Sook. This dog was a winner 4 starts ago, Super Sook, and since then has gone on to place Super Sook. So that win 4 back was its first win, and that was at Brisbane. That was at Albion Park, where it was a winner over Bella Crusader, won by 9.5 lengths on that occasion. Was second prior to that at its debut performance. All of its racing has been done in Queensland, so this is its first run down in New South Wales. It most recently ran up the straight track at Capalaba, and this is its first go in New South Wales. Runner number 4, Super Sook. It has drifted, maybe off the back of the fact that it hasn't had any New South Wales experience, racing over the 450 this afternoon. Matt Nichols has gone 3-6-4-1. 3-6-4-1. I tell you what, the money has come for runner number 7, Aurora Fire, into $3.90 in the second best backed runner. It's been out of form of late. It's had 19 starts for 3 wins and 6 minor placings, but its most recent efforts have been unplaced, especially in its last 5. Its best effort was a 4th at the Gardens, and that came just a few days ago on the 25th, was 4th, a length and a half behind the winner Blue Air on that occasion. This bitch is looking to return some form, but the money has come for it. Certainly, the money has come for it. And as I speak again, Super Sook has moved into a $4 favourite, so a changing market. Super Sook, this Queensland dog, did drift, but has come back into a $4 favourite at the death of betting as we join John McDermott for the 7th at Maitland.
Useful type on their hands.
Yeah, Multi-Max 3 wide, no cover from gate 12.
Just couldn't quite ever get across, could it? It had too much competition on its inside for the pace.
Yeah, so and they did go quite hard in that early section as well. 109.51 was the overall time, so a little outside of standard. First sectional 23.78, just inside.
There we go. Young Chad about to go and weigh in after the obligatory photo call.
Of course, we've got our feature race coming up next, the National Day Cup over the 1,000 metres.
As they run around that first turn, followed by Aurora Fire, Satin Shoes, but this got right away, Dynamic Good Winner, a good margin away to Super Sook as they travel to the turn, a long way back to Groovy Tiger and Where's Serena, but the leader Dynamic Good Win's well clear. Satin Shoes made up good ground for second, Aurora Fire third, and then came Super Sook, followed by Ragnar, Where's Serena, Groovy Tiger, and the other one in the home straight is gone and misses Cosmic Tiger, Cosmic Topper. The winner will be number 6, Dynamic Goodwin. Got the fly at that first turn. And after that, has absolutely bolted in. 6, 8 and 7 will be the numbers. Dynamic Goodwin by Magic Sprite, our Dynamo, owned and trained by Brian Young. 8, Satin Shoes, Cosmic Rumble, Misjet, Phil Van Haren, and 7, Aurora Fire, Cosmic Rumble, Sweet Dream Baby, Mark Maroney. 2.5 lengths, 2 3/4. 6, 8, 7, fourth number not there, 25.43, 7.87. 18.51, and that run home time was 6.92. Fourth place to number 4, Super Sook, who did come out rather slowly. 6, 8, 7 and 4 after the 7th event.
Yeah, Dynamic Goodwin was too good. Did have early money. That's its second win at start number 7 for Dynamic Goodwin. 6, 8, 7 and 4 are the numbers there from Maitland. We're back for the 8th. That's coming up fairly shortly, actually. The 8th race is due at 8.52. In the 7th, 6 Dynamic Goodwin, $5.60 and $1.90. 8 Satin Shoes at $6.90 and 7 Aurora Fire, $2.10. 6-8 Quinella, $51.30. 6-8-7, $360.30. And the first 4, $791.20 on 6, 8, 7 and 4. The 7th event coming in there from the dogs at Maitland. We'll take a break here on TAB Trackside 1 as Thursday night under lights continues. Plenty to come at Alexandra Park. It is Spring Cup night.
Rich Hill Stud presents New Zealand's most exciting young sires. Dual Group 1 winner and champion Australian racehorse, Shocking. He defeated some of the world's best gallopers with a devastating turn of foot. By Street Cry out of a Danehill mare. Shocking's pedigree is ideally suited to Australasian race conditions. Shocking has made an impressive start to his stud career with 3 winners and 2 place getters from his first crop of 2-year-olds. Book now. Contact John Thompson or Carl Mihalovic at Rich Hill Stud.
Hi, Miles Gaisley, Fiat dealer. Save $5,000 when you buy the new Fiat Panda Twin Air. Fully option with Bluetooth, dual logic auto transmission and more. Was $19,995, now $14,990 and free delivery to your door. Only at Gaisley Fiat, Gaisley.com.
With Rugby World Cup played overseas and overnight, bet before bedtime to make every match a winner. Go head-to-head, pick first try scorer, or increase the odds with special offers. And wake up to a dream result. TAB, are you in?
All Leanne's Boy's coming off the 10 metres and is the current favourite for what is the first leg of tonight's Pick 6 at Alexandra Park. You've had some extra time to get your money on, and the race closes in just under 7 minutes' time. Back with you, Craig Thompson, as we get set for this first leg of Pick 6. Should I be a bit worried about the man the race is named after, Cameron Shaw? He's certainly got a big future ahead of him.
Well, he has, Mark, and really nice young fella, and we'll catch up with him very shortly. Of course, he calls all the trials here at Alexandra Park and at Franklin as well. Does a lot of running around for me here at Alexandra Park when we need to get a couple of things done. So let's catch up with Cameron Shaw. He's only 18 years of age, and this is what he had to say. Race number 5 tonight is the Cameron Shaw 18th birthday handicap trot, and we're joined by the young man himself, Cameron Shaw. Now, Cameron, I haven't seen your face on trackside before, but you are the regular caller at the Franklin workouts and the Alexandra Park trials, doing a great job at the moment. You're enjoying the experiment?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's a lot of fun calling the workouts. It's all I've really wanted to do, really, race calling for quite some time, and it's a pleasure to really get stuck in and do those workouts week in, week out.
Where'd your involvement in harness racing come from? Is it a family member, or is it always just been something that you've been interested in?
Well, I've always been really interested in it. Dad's had a lifelong interest in racing, and harness racing in particular. Grandmother's owned a pub for all her life, so I've been watching trackside since I was a wee thing, and it's just grown from there, really. So, yeah, you could say family got me into it, but it's always been my interest as well, and yes, it's great to see it blooming into a career as well.
You do a bit of trackside audio as well, and I'm here at the workouts and trials every week, and watching your progression in the last 18 months has been wonderful. I mean, for an 18-year-old to be a race caller or a trials caller, it's something I didn't get into until I was in my 30s and late 30s anyway. It's something that you want to progress with, not just on trial day, but to get into something full-time when a job comes about.
Yeah, it'd be lovely to, be the voice of the park, you get in here, something like that, anywhere really. It'd be lovely to progress to race day. That's my dream, really. Work on trackside, that sort of thing. It would be a dream come true to get onto race day, commentating, presenting, all that stuff, yeah.
Is there someone that you aspire to, someone that you look up from the commentating ranks, or like a guy like Mark McNamara?
Oh yeah, Mark's good. He gives me a bit of stick on the when he calls up radio trackside, absolutely. I think I look up to Dave McDonald. I like his style. I think he's got a really cool style. Obviously, Aaron's been a great mentor. You yourself, Craig, you've really helped me along. Both of you two have really helped me along, and I thank you very much for that, yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure having you on track tonight. You're always here doing the hard yards, doing a lot of running for me as well, and you're doing a great job in your trial calls at the moment, and let's hope in the future that we see you more on trackside.
Thanks very much, Craig.
Yeah, Cameron Shaw, 18 years of age, and started calling here around about 2 years ago. So at 16 years of age, he's got a bright future ahead of him, and you're taking every opportunity. He does a bit of retail audio, and as I say, does all the workouts and trials here at the park, and getting better each week. Let's catch up with Zach Butcher. He takes the drive on one of the favourites in race number 5, and Leanne's Boy. Zach, Leanne's Boy, first up for your stable tonight. Had a workout at Pukekohe last week. You weren't there to drive, but trialled up nicely, ran second. Nice to have a nice horse like him in the stable.
Yeah, definitely. No, we're lucky to get him, and thanks to Paul, he's done a good job with him so far, and hopefully we can get him to improve a little bit off him. But no, all seems well, and Barry's very happy with him, and I think whatever he does do tonight, he will improve off again. So if we're thereabouts handy enough, he's not going to be far away.
Look well going on track, Leanne's Boy, co-favourite at the moment with Reel Me In. Hong Kong race number 6 tonight on meeting code 19. Sensation 722.20, always win. $13, popping candy 170. The Quinella $214 and your trifecta 10, 4 and 9. $1,981.20. So how do we play race number 5? Very, very even field here. I put Leanne's Boy on top in front of Reel Me In. I thought the best roughie was Al Bundy, but the money's coming for it now at $8. Outside those top 3, Idle Bones. Its workout at Franklin last week was very good. In fact, we might even have that workout. If we get a chance, I will show that to you. That was a nice trial, Idle Bones at Franklin last week, leading them throughout and holding off Leanne's Boy. And Al Bundy rattled home in that trial as well. So she's definitely one to follow, Idle Bones, in upcoming weeks if she doesn't happen to perform in race number 5 tonight. In the pick 6, race number 6 tonight, thought Mr. Wonderbar and Eyebrow runners 2 and 8 would be good chances, along with Count Landeck. Race 7, the big one, the Spring Cup. I put a Hoka Punter on top. It's a great field here. Besotted's got a chance, and Lanswood Lizzie. I was prepared to let Sky Major go tonight. And I know that's a big call for a horse. It's won 3 jewels, but I think he'll take a lot of improvement from tonight. Can he win the race? Absolutely. Will he improve a lot? I think he'll take great benefit out of tonight's race, Sky Major, because he looked an absolute barrel at the trials last week. So for me, it was 4, 5 and 1 in the Spring Cup. Race number 8 tonight, Unforgiving, should stand out. If you want cover, River Polka and God Forbid. So 5 if you want some cover, 7 and 8. Race 9, the Trot. Well, a Cougar Sun's $1.65. Can it win? Yes. Would I take that? No. I think you need a bit of cover. The likes of Viking Ruler. The 2 first starters interest me. Clover Chance, runner number 3, up from the south now with Brett Mangos. I'd certainly put that in. And Val de Luna, workout performer at Franklin last week, maybe one to put in as well. So go a little bit of wide in race number 9, as wide as your budget will allow. The claiming race, that's for the claimers in the last. With a vengeance, very unlucky at Cambridge last Friday night. Definitely one you've got to have in. Couple of roughies, Charming Desire. Definitely include Elliot Daniel would be probably the other one along with Cashin. But in the last, if you've got to go short, 5, 3 and 4. That's a quick summary of tonight's Pick 6. You've got about a minute to get involved. Aaron White has to come to you for race number 5 tonight. Cameron Shaw, 18th birthday handicap trot. I know you've had a lot of involvement with Cameron in helping him along with his trials and workouts calls, and as the months progress, he seems to be getting better week in, week out.
He's advancing along nicely, isn't he, Craig? He'd be a good asset too to harness racing, trackside as well. He's learning the ins and outs of trackside along with the race calling, which is great, the opportunities the guys get nowadays with being able to be taken in and learning all facets of the industry. And Cameron will be certainly one of those coming through. So, yeah, doing a good job. 4, 10, 6 and 5 for me, Leanne's boy. Always had a rap on the 7-year-old. Now with Barry Purden, Zach Butcher, as Zach mentioned in his interview, Paul Green's done a great job up to this stage with Leanne's boy. They're going to give him every opportunity now with Barry. As I mentioned earlier tonight, I think over the next 12, 24 months, this horse will get some nice trophies on the mantelpiece. Real Means in the mix, a good second fresh up. He would have only taken plenty of improvement out of that. Whitney was a good third last time, and 5 any old way. 4, 10, 6 and 5, but a good square gating event this one, our feature square gate on the night.
Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Can tell you the quaddy will pays. Bodine Beaufighter, All Royal Gal and Tassie's Devil. Favoured way is with 10. Reel Me In at 692, just in front of Leanne's boy at 750, and Idle Bones $939. Your top 3 favourites in tonight's first quaddy. Good luck with your Pick 6 investments. Cameron Shaw, 18th birthday handicap trot. Favourite is Leanne's boy at 440. Not hearing anything through from the racing desk in this race. Very even betting race, I suggest. And the favourite at $4.40. Let's head upstairs. Join Aaron White for his call on race number 5.
Again, the favoured way. A wide open betting market here. Leanne's boy number 4, $4.40, $1.70. Reel Me In, $4.70 and $1.80. 5.70, $2.20. Any old way, 6.20, 2.20 Idle Bones. First leg of the $25,000 Pick 6 here as well. We open a double and play 6 also. Reel Me In just on the move back on his 30-metre mark. Morris McKendry reels him back into a line. Charlemagne comes forward. Reel Me In charging the 30-metre tape. Now rearing at the 30-metre tape. Didn't come through it. Certainly gave it a decent nudge. The other trotters stand up well. Moment of Truth wanting to get on with business on the front tape here. Regal Petite just stepping away. Reel Me In again. Oh, this time he's got the feet over the tape. So he's putting on a real act out the back. Reel Me In. Second resuming. Beaten a short margin by Charlemagne a couple of weeks ago. Ed Cat bounced the stablemate off the front tape. Tabitha Fensham to drive. Regal Petite won the Breeders' Stakes last year. Moment of Truth now back with Lisa Milner. It was a back-to-back winner too. The 13-year-old son of Sundon went last in Lisa's care. Leanne's boy now with Barry Purden. We'll start off a 10-metre mark. Any old way. His string of wins came to an end 2 weeks ago when fourth and behind Charlemagne. Whitney was a good third in that race. El Bundy Idle Bones back on a new campaign. Right, the barrier strands release. And they're underway. Cameron Shaw, 18th birthday handicap trot field at Regal Petite on the journey well with Dead Cat Bounce, and also coming forward Moment of Truth. A couple of lengths away to Whitney, then El Bundy, Leanne's Boy safely on the journey as to Idle Bones as the first corner comes up now. Then Any Old Way, Charlemagne, and 6 lengths away Reel Me In. So they're all down and trotting at the 2,300 metres as they sweep across the showgrounds turn. And in front is Regal Petite from Moment of Truth, who nestles in for the run in the trail. Then Dead Cat Bounce and Whitney. El Bundy currently parked with Idle Bones, the grey, progressing forward 3 on that. There followed Leanne's Boy. Now, the Greys managed to get onto the back of El Bundy there, so Leanne's Boy to get on the back of Idle Bones. Charlemagne on the back of Leanne's Boy. The last pair Any Old Way, and Reel Me In and Morris McKendry the last out. They go onto the stables corner, 1,900 to run. And Regal Petite the leader. El Bundy moving up on the outside around Moment of Truth, then Dead Cat Bounce and Idle Bones Whitney. 3 lengths away Leanne's Boy, Charlemagne, and Any Old Way, and a couple or 3 lengths Reel Me In. Into the back, the Cameron Shaw 18th birthday handicap trot. Through the back they go, and Regal Petite 3/4. El Bundy wants a piece of the lead up on the outside. David Butcher attacks, but Regal Petite not at the stage willing to hand up. They open up by 4, Moment of Truth. Then Idle Bones on the outside of Dead Cat Bounces. El Bundy at the end of the back straight does now get to the front. 1:26 and 2 is the lead time. Back in the field here is Whitney, Leanne's Boy, Charlemagne. Then came Any Old Way and Reel Me In. He's been chasing hard from that 30-metre back mark, back last 1,300 to go. El Bundy, Idle Bones now up on the outside to look for the lead here for Mango. Back on the inside, Regal Petite, Idle Bones now strides on to the lead. Whitney in turn now will have an attack on him. They're followed then by Leanne's Boy, who's ended up in the 1-1 with Charlemagne on his back. Then Moment of Truth, Any Old Way, Dead Cat Bounce and Reel Me In. 31 and 6 the opening quarter, 1,000 metres left to go, and Whitney, Tony Hurley now leads Idle Bones. Leanne's Boy moving up park. Charlemagne's had a gorgeous run in transit now into the 1-1. Then El Bundy the inside, there followed Any Old Way. Back in the field is Regal Petite, there followed by Moment of Truth. Reel Me In looks to take off at the 800. Dead Cat Bounce the last, 30.9 the second quarter. Through the back goes Whitney, leading by a length. Up on the outside, Leanne's Boy sits parked but quite comfortable there. Idle Bones in the trail, 1-1 Charlemagne. El Bundy now all dressed up, nowhere to go. 3 back on the inside there, followed by Any Old Way, Regal Petite. Reel Me In still back, 3rd last out, 3 wide around Moment of Truth, and Dead Cat Bounce, 400 to go. Whitney back straight quarter, 30.3. Leanne's Boy right there ready to pounce. Charlemagne in the 1-1. Idle Bones, Reel Me In and El Bundy and Regal Petite homeward bound. Leanne's Boy powers onto the lead over Whitney. Idle Bones back on the inside. Charlemagne out of the 1-1, then Reel Me In. Leanne's Boy, Whitney kicks hard on the inside. Leanne's Boy and Whitney, they're in a great battle, 100 to go. Whitney coming back at Leanne's Boy, who's brave. Whitney, Leanne's Boy diving. Leanne's Boy first up for Big Bar will be a winner. Leanne's Boy beats Whitney. Charlemagne 3rd, then Reel Me In, Idle Bones and El Bundy. They were followed by Dead Cat Bounce, Moment of Truth, Any Old Way, Regal Petite, 3:28.5. That's been a great run. 29.3, 59.6 the last half. Had to do plenty of work in the last lap too. Leanne's Boy sitting out parked. The Umbro Invasion 7-year-old will pick up that performance incentive bonus tonight as well. And that's been a great win. Whitney gallant in defeat. Charlemagne, that'll be 3rd in front of Reel Me In, Idle Bones and El Bundy.
Official placings, race 5, the Cameron Shaw 18th birthday handicap trot. 469 1087. 469 1087. Horse 4, Leanne's Boy, trotted the 2,700 metres from a stand and a handicap and a net time of 3:27.7. Mile rate of 2:3.8. Last 859.6, 429.3. The margins are half neck, 3.5 lengths, a half length. 469, 10.87, race 5, Cameron Shaw, 18th birthday handicap trot.
Leanne's Boy gets the fanfare performance incentive bonus struck by the connections here tonight. Leanne's Boy, raced by G.A. Hogan, Paul Green, Mrs. J.R. Hogan, Miss J.G. Hogan, along with Mrs. S.M. Rowe, Barry Purton, the new trainer at Clevedon, Zach Butcher doing the driving. Zach gets a winning double on the program tonight. Cameron Shaw down there, part of the victory celebrations, along with Mum and Dad, Joanne and Craig. Again, happy birthday, happy 18th birthday to Cameron. David Turner, race night steward of the Auckland Trotting Club, down there in attendance as well. Leanne's Boy, Armbro Invasion, Leanne's Memory, 7-year-old brown gelding, was raced by, bred by G.A. Hogan, Mrs. S.M. Rowe, Miss G.J. and Mrs. J.R. Hogan. And that's career win 6 at start, 21 for this talented square gator by Armbro Invasion. 6 Whitney for second, a brave second. Earl, 7-year-old bay mare out of Greet the Sun. J.A. McKinnon, the owner. Robert Dunn trained at Pukekohe. Tony Hurley, he had 9. Charlemagne third. Earl, Lady Odette, brown 8-year-old gelding. C.J. Butler in the estate of Mrs. R.M. Butler, the owners. Colin Butler trained at Cambridge, and Phil Butcher. Leanne's Boy, number 4, 440 into $1.80, 440 and 180. 6 Whitney, $2.80, 280. 9 Charlemagne, $3.40, 340. Quinella, $18.40, 18.40. Trifecta, $328.70, 328.70. First 4, $1,737.40, $1,737.40. The early quaddie, 5, 8, 9 and 4, $750.50, $750.50. Race 6 on the program tonight. Brecon Farms Mobile Pace over the 2,200 metres. We scratch number 9, Prime Luster. And the new start time for race 6 is 13 minutes after 9. Once we have an update through on pick 6, we'll certainly bring it to you. We'll bring that to you when the horses come out onto the track for the 6th on the program.